The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
Into the lane and just gets the roll.
Wow.
A Q Media Group production.
And the serve just clears the top of the net. Played by the Bombers.
Local high school sports. Also available for free on the WCMP mobile app or on the Q Media Group YouTube stream.
He's got a lot of room to run, and he's off to the races. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. He's gone!
Now, to bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
And welcome inside the Here's the Pitch pregame show here on Cool Country WCMP. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman, and welcome into tonight's contest here at Chisago Lakes High School between the Chisago Lakes Wildcats and the North Branch Vikings. Once again, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. So happy to be back out here to call this game. This is a Monday game, but, you know, what better spot to be than calling a doubleheader on a Monday? I don't know. There may not be too many more fun places, but, you know, I love doubleheaders. Doubleheaders are fun. There's just something about doubleheaders that have a different type of feel to them, and it's just a lot more energy into a doubleheader. And maybe it's the fact that you get more fans because, well, people come out to watch both sides, and it's a lot of fun. But I'm out here at Chisago Lakes High School ready for this matchup between these two conference rivals here this evening. It is not only a conference matchup, it's also a section matchup between these two teams. And we'll go into more of that as we go forward in the Here's the Pitch pregame show. But before we get too far into the pregame, I want to take this moment to thank all of our fine sponsors who sponsor this and every other broadcast that we do. It is so greatly appreciated. And obviously without them, we wouldn't be able to come out here and call any of these games. And we also wouldn't be able to bring you these games for free. So we appreciate all of our fine sponsors. Speaking of our sponsors, why don't we go ahead and hear a word from those fine sponsors here on Cool Country WCMP.
Traditions are passed down, and we learn what is important. The value of $1, the importance of family, the ability to do a job yourself. Central Boiler designed the Classic Edge with these same values in mind. The Classic Edge Outdoor Wood Furnace from Central Boiler. A perfect combination of value and performance.
Visit northlandboilersales.com.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone. Or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Pepsi 12 packs are 2 for $16. Firewood bundles get 3 for $26. Mix and match breakfast and lunch sandwiches are just 2 for $6. And don't forget, Food Network's Guy Fieri's Flavortown menu line, burritos, sandwiches, and churros. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden french fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Back here on WCMP Cool Country during the Here's the Pitch pregame show on WCMP. Ethan Game Day Gilman out here at Chisago Lakes High School for this doubleheader. The first game of the doubleheader will feature the girls' teams of Chisago Lakes and North Branch. And we'll dive right into how these two teams have shaped up so far this year. We'll start with the visiting North Branch Vikings. And so far on the season, they are 0-17. They are 0-6 in section play. Now, unfortunately, this is more of a, I don't know if I want to say unfortunately, but this is more of a growing and learning season for this team. They're really, I don't think anyone on this team has much, if any, varsity experience for this Vikings squad, except for maybe a couple. I know I'm looking at it right now. Annabelle Lattimore is the one that stands out with the most varsity experience for this Vikings team. Other than that, it is pretty inexperienced as we take a look down the roster. You can look at both Garcia Velasquez, and they have a little bit of varsity experience. So does Rosales, and as of course I mentioned Lattimore. But other than that, there's just not a whole lot of experience on this squad this year, which is, again, it is unfortunate, but that does lead the way for this team to be able to grow for the seasons to come. As this team continues to learn and grow and develop. So, again, although a lot of teams may look at it as a bad year, I think this team is just learning how to win. And once they can win one, well, kind of like Cambridge Isani girls, a lot of wins could follow suit. But, again, it's very much a learning year for this squad and kind of learning how to become one and play for each other and for, each other together and how to communicate. And there's just a lot of things that this team is just learning to do this year. And again, there's not a lot of varsity experience with this team, so it's hard for this team, especially for a team that doesn't have much, if any, varsity experience, for y'all to kind of mesh as one, especially when it's a young team as well. Now, they do have some seniors on the squad, but the rest are sophomores, and there is one junior. So again, it's a little bit of a down year for them as we take a look at how they've done so far. Again, 0-17. It's been a tough year for them. New coach as well. So, again, a lot of new this year for this team. But again, it's only been losses so far. But we take a look, and unfortunately, the offense has been the missing piece this year. Their high on the season in scoring has been 36 points. And that was in a loss to Big Lake, 92-36. Now, these two teams did play back in December, right in the middle of December, right before Christmas, on December 18th in North Branch, and Chisago Lakes won that game. They won it 75-24. But even in that game, Chisago Lakes got out to a really good start in that game, and I looked at it and I was like, okay, Chisago Lakes is going to maybe pull away in this one. But North Branch just continued to fight. They continued to battle in that game. There was never any sign of them stepping back, hanging their heads, trying to, make themselves feel like the victim. They just continued to battle. And at one point, it was a pretty good battle there in the first half. Even though it was lopsided, they did a really good job of just battling. And I think that's a huge key for this team, is to continue to battle, to not give up, to not hang their heads, and just to continue to say to themselves, hey, it hasn't gone the way we've wanted it to so far this year. But you know what? Something's going to come through sooner than later. And when that time comes, we need to learn how to win. And once they do, like I said, I think that they'll be able to put a couple together. They've got a string here of 2 games. Well, what is it? Yeah, 2-3 games in which, they could eke out a couple wins. One is tonight, and then they'll play on Thursday at Cambridge Isani, and then at home against Grand Rapids on Saturday. I think those are some games where, again, they might be the inexperienced team. They might be the team that hasn't quite put it all together this year. But I feel like those are the games, if there are any, that they could sneak out a win in this season. And again, it is basketball. You never know what's going to happen in the world of basketball. We'll go ahead and shift our attention to the Chisago Lakes Wildcats. Again, they both play out of Section 7-3A. North Branch is at the bottom. Chisago Lakes is 2 up from them at the 6th spot. They're 5-15 overall, 2-2 in section play. Now, they could easily jump up a spot over Grand Rapids and be the number 5 team. That's all the higher they could go, because Denfeld and Cloquet, while they're at and sub 500, they still have plenty more wins. 9 of them, both of them have on the season. But Chisago Lakes scoring 41 points per game, giving up 52. And despite that disparity, their defense is still the best defense in the section. Yes, even though they are only 5-15, they have the best defense in the section in only allowing 52 points per game. As crazy as that seems, the next closest is Rockridge. They're allowing 53. The next closest after that is Cloquet at 55. And this section, believe it or not, is kind of wide open right now. Although Rockridge is well and above everybody else in the QRF, nearly 20 points above, man, I still think this section is wide open for anyone's taking. As we go ahead and take a look at what Chisago Lakes has done so far this year, the Wildcats started it off with 2 losses in a row to Malacca and Osceola. They could have easily won that Osceola game, but only lost by 5. Then they beat Hibbing, lost to St. Agnes, then went on a 2-game win streak, beating Spectrum and Sauk Rapids Rice before losing to Big Lake, winning 2 more in a row over North Branch and Cambridge Isani. And then, since then, unfortunately, it has been all losses since the new year. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 losses since the new year, and there have been some close ones. There have been some ones that they'll definitely want back. They lost to Proctor, but then they only lost to Princeton by 3. They only lost to Grand Rapids by 4. Lost to Zimmerman by 14. St. Croix Prep and St. Francis were a bit lopsided. Lost to Cambridge Isani by 2. Then lost to Rockridge, Monticello, and Becker. Those were semi-lopsided. Then they lost to Big Lake by about 18. So those are semi-lopsided games. But you look at some of those in there, like a Cambridge Isani, like a Zimmerman, a Grand Rapids, and a Princeton. That's 4 wins. That could put them right now at 9 and 11, which would have them right sitting at about a spot where they might have a home playoff game. So it's crazy to me to think that they're only a couple wins away, really, 15 points away from having 9 wins and being in the conversation at this point in the season where they could have a home playoff game. Unfortunately, at this point, they'd need a lot to happen, and I just don't think it is going to, but they still could. They got North Branch, then Princeton on Wednesday, and then a tough team, but a winnable game in Sartell on Thursday. Then they finish it off next week I guess there's only one game next week. They host Hermantown. Then the week after that, they host Zimmerman and St. Francis to finish off the regular season. Now, again, they did lose or am I thinking of the wrong team? They did lose to Zimmerman by 14. They have not, it looks like, played St. Francis. I know I just went over all the teams they won and lost to, but that's my mind for you. So, yeah, they did. That's what I thought. They lost to St. Francis by 20. So there's a couple of games in there, yes, that they could win, but as of right now, the way things are sitting, they're bound to go on the road. Now, their section playoffs start on February 25th, and right now, as the 6th seed, they would go to the number 3 seed, and the number 3 seed, as we try and take a look if the computer would cooperate. There we go. The number 6 seed will go to the number 3 seed. The number 3 seed right now is Cloquet. So I think that's a favorable matchup right now if you are Chisago Lakes. That's a game that you certainly can win on the road. And why not? Why not go and win it on the road? I don't think there's any reason that they can't. And again, I think this section, when you look at it, it is pretty wide open. I think the top 3 are set apart by a decent chunk. You've got Rockridge, Shermantown, and I don't know, maybe it's just Rockridge. Rockridge has kind of set the pace for the section, but I think everyone after that, it's anyone's game. Again, this Chisago Lakes team hosts the best defense in the section, and that could go a long ways. This section isn't overly impressive offensively. The top scoring team is Rockridge. They're scoring 68 points per game, which that is impressive. Other than that, it's fairly meh. I mean, you've got Hermantown at 58 points per game. Then it's Cloquet and Denfeld at 53 points per game. And then you've got 41 for Grand Rapids, Chisago Lakes, under 30 for North Branch, and Hibbing at 46. So there is no reason that this Chisago Lakes team can't go on a run and surprise some teams in the playoff, just specifically on their defense alone. The offense can follow. Trust me, I've seen this team a couple times this year. This offense can get it done. But can they put it all together in one game will be the question as they go forward and get ready for postseason play coming up in about 2.5-3 weeks from now. That will be the major question. But in my mind, there's no reason why they can't go out and win a road playoff game. That is going to do it for our Here's the Pitch pregame show, brought to you by Here's the Pitch in North Branch. They are the area's premier indoor batting facility. They've got fast pitch, slow pitch, and baseball training batting cages. You can also bring your own pitcher or use one of their state-of-the-art pitching machines as well. We'll be back after word from our fine sponsors. Then we'll have your starting lineups here on Cool Country WCMP.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the Pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air-conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall. ECE Fiber is built by your community for your community. Work, play, and stay connected to what matters most. We offer affordable home and business packages with no hidden fees and 24/7 support. ECE Fiber, easy to use, simple to set up. That's a cooperative difference. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com today.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer. That signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
Are you looking for the perfect way to promote your business? Custom apparel's the answer, and tdealers.com makes it easy. Let's build your brand together. From the design stage to production, we are on your team to create gear that gets noticed. Whether you're building a brand or repping your business, we got your back. High quality merch, fast turnaround, and no stress. So go to tdealers.com and check out our winter sweatshirt special.
Finding that missing shin guard, remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Back here on WCMP Cool Country 100.9 FM. Ethan Game Day Gilman out here at Chisago Lakes High School for this doubleheader, the first game between the girls of Chisago Lakes and North Branch. Take a look at who will start for the North Branch Vikings. It will be number 3, Carolyn Lombard. Then number 5, Sophia Peterson. Number 22, Annabelle Lattimore. Number 24, Natalia Rosales. And number 32, Alyssa Radisky. They're head coached by Claire Patterson. On the other side for the Wildcats, starting for them will be number 20, Kayla Larson. Then number 24, McKenna Thorson. Number 30, Ryan Goring. Number 32, Mariana Cooksley. And number 40, Claire Beaver. They are head coached by Trig Thompson. Got the few seniors out there as part of this starting lineup, as well as a couple of the underclassmen. And well, here we go. 18 minutes are up on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics with 3 locations: Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. As we get ready for, again, another conference matchup here between these two teams. These two, again, battled earlier in the season, with Chisago Lakes coming away with a nearly 50-point victory in North Branch. This will be the potentially last meeting, unless they were to meet up in the playoffs, which, unless Chisago Lakes is able to move up to the number 2, well, no, I think they'd have to move up to the number 1 seed. So, unfortunately, this will probably be the last meeting this season for basketball anyways. Now, there's a chance that they could, well, not a chance. They will play during the spring sports season, but this will be the last meeting of the 25-26 winter sports girls basketball season. And we are underway with the tip-off being won by North Branch. And it is Peterson with it. Peterson will pick it up and give it on this near side here. Well, I think it was possibly intended for Rosales, but then Lombard went to get it as it was well out in front of Rosales, and that one is going to be a turnover. So an early turnover there for North Branch, and the ball will go back to Chisago Lakes. Claire Beaver with it. She'll drift to the far side, give there to Thorson. Thorson back top the key to Larson. Larson will try and drive to the basket. She lost it underneath, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it will go right back to North Branch. Wildcats wearing their all-gray home uniforms. The white letters and numbers outlined in gold. The gold striped on the side of the jersey and short. The trim is gold as well on the neck and sleeve. North Branch wearing the all-white. The red letters and numbers outlined in black. The red stripe. Oh, we get a steal here by Thorson as I try and finish. And Thorson got the steal and gave it right back up here to the Vikings. I think that is Lombard who got it back. So Vikings, again, all-white. Red letters and numbers outlined in black. The red stripe down the side of the jersey and short, outlined in black, and we got a 2 there from Caroline Lombard, and it's 2-0. Here come the Wildcats looking to answer back with a 2 or more. Driving inside, Cooksley with the layup is just short, and it's rebounded by Peterson. And Peterson will bring it forward on the far side. Keeps that ball away from Thorson. Now goes to Rosales. Rosales with the hook shot, and nearly got the roll, but it misses, and Cooksley will get the rebound. Cooksley gives to Beaver. Beaver brings it up on the far side. Now over to Thorson. Thorson going to drive. Gives on this near side. We're going to get a foul there. Nice job by Thorson to draw the foul. No shot, and it will be the first on North Branch. This foul going to go against Annabelle Lattimore. Her first and team's first. And Beaver will inbound now. Beaver on that far side, looking. Got to go quickly. She lobs it into Thorson. Thorson on the elbow. Thought about the long-range 3, then gives to Beaver. Beaver's going to take that long-range 3 and drill it. Claire Beaver wide open, says, all right, if you're going to leave me that wide open, I might as well take this shot. And she delivers. Now here's the inbound to Lombard from Radisky. Lombard will bring it up the court. That's Peterson, and Peterson gets fouled on the reach-in. And who will they get on this foul? As it will be the Wildcats first. Are they going to get 24? Thorson, it looks like. They will. It'll be her first, team's first. So North Branch will inbound from that far sideline. It will be Radisky. Radisky looking, and she'll go inbound to Peterson. Peterson on the far side, guarded by Goring. She gets a screen, now guarded by Thorson. Gives here to Radisky. Radisky guarded by Larson. She'll give back top the key to Lombard. Lombard, she'll drift to this near side. Lost it, but it works out as a pass to Radisky. Now she picks up her dribble. Give to Rosales. Rosales inside, trying to give it around, but now gives back to Radisky. Radisky bounce pass to Lombard. Lombard, nowhere to go. Good screen, but Goring is right there. Give now to Radisky. Radisky, 8 to shoot, 7 to shoot. Rosales trying to back down Cooksley. The hook shot is up and no good. This is going to be knocked out of bounds. No, it's kept alive. What a play by Kayla Larson. Goring will get it, but it's Kayla Larson who keeps it alive. Goring going to try and drive. Puts up the shot. It's good. Plus the and 1. Rand Goring with the 2 and draws the foul. And this foul will go, and that will be Lattimore, her second, unfortunately, and team's second. And now substitution here for Lattimore. We'll get number 23. That'll be Ainsley Hunter. Meanwhile, Goring gets the three-point play. 6-2 is our score after the and 1 from Goring. Here's an inbound. Radisky, she'll look, and this is stolen away by Larson off the inbound, but then she lost it and nearly taken back. No, it is taken back, so it's going to be stolen right back by Lombard, and then a timeout called there by North Branch. Oh, I wasn't sure where that inbound went. I thought it was blocked out of bounds, so I thought we were going to get a redo, basically, but later to see through the traffic, she had come away with the steal off the inbound, and then as she went to kind of dribble and go for the turnaround hook shot, she missed and kind of mishandled the ball, and that allowed Lombard to go down and at least tie it up, which wound up she got possession back, and the timeout there by North Branch to hold on to possession. So North Branch going to prevent the turnover that time, and they will hold on to the ball. 15:43 left here in this first half. Again, the Vikings winless so far on the season. Looking for their first here this evening against Chisago Lakes, who is very much on the up and up. I said it last year. I was able to see this team quite often last year, and I just thought to myself, man, this is going to be a team who is going to grow from year to year, and they're going to be a dangerous team even come this year. Now, again, they've had about 4 wins. They should have won and haven't, but I think they're just only getting started. Meanwhile, here's the give inside Rosales. She's going to miss, and that's going to go out of bounds, and Wildcats will do the smart thing, just let it go, and it will go right back to Chisago Lakes. 6-2, inbound to Claire Beaver. Right down the center of the court. She'll turn up the heat. Now she'll give to Thorson. Thorson drive inside. She's got the lane. Hook shot is up and good. The layup for 2 by Thorson. I believe I heard the PA announcer say it is her birthday, so pretty big there. Now we get another steal here, and that's Claire Beaver for 2 off the steal. So Beaver with the steal and 2. It's 10-2. Meanwhile, here comes Lombard. That's Peterson. Peterson give on the far side to Hunter. Hunter trying to go inside. Not sure who she was looking for, as this is easily stolen away by Goring. Goring with the fast break and 2. 2 for Goring off the steal. And now Rosales trying to bring it up the court. Nearly lost again, but that is Lombard able to pick it back up. Now to Radisky. Over to Rosales. Rosales on this elbow. Gives on this near side. Now to Peterson. Peterson trying to get around the defender. She does. Hook shot is up, and that is off the mark. It's Claire Beaver with the rebound. Beaver will take it up on the far side. She lost it. She does regain possession. She'll give now to Goring. Goring going to take that 3 all day long, and it comes up just short. Something you don't very often from her, coming up short on a 3. But she does just that time. Meanwhile, good movement of the ball by North Branch. Now on the far side, Lombard. Lombard trying to get through some traffic. Pulls up from just inside the free throw line. It's no good. Rebounded by Goring. Goring will give to Beaver. Beaver going to bring it back up the court. She glances over the defense. Now stops on the far side elbow. Right back to the center. Now she's going to drive. That lane opened wide. And put up the shot. It's no good. But she's fouled. And she'll get to go to the line now and shoot 2. It's going to be the 3rd foul here on North Branch. And the first there on Peterson. And Beaver, first one is good. Makes it 13-2. We got a couple of substitutions here for both sides. And I think, so I'll get you these names here. Number 2 checks in for North Branch. That is Addison Lelm. Meanwhile, Claire Beaver drops both free throws in. In for number 4 is Annika Hall, or for the Wildcats is Annika Hall. Now, I think this is actually Kara Hall. They might have these, because I think Annika Hall, yeah, that's definitely Kara Hall. Madison Eagle also in. We got a jump ball called here. Either way, this is one of the Halls, and I do believe this is Kara Hall, who has missed some time, I think, with an injury, but she's in there now. And her and Beaver last year were quite the tandem, and they kind of look to get back to that here this year. Meanwhile, here is Larson after the jump ball. Arrow went their way. Now Larson will give on the far side. Hall with the 3, just off the mark. They're going to say it hit the strap pulley system for the backboard. It was going to be a great rebound and 2 for Madison Eagle, a really easy one, but it did hit the pulley system for the backboard, and that will be a, technical turnover. Meanwhile, Addison Lelm will inbound now for North Branch. Inbounds to Lombard. Lombard back to Lelm. Lelm will pause. She'll now give to Radisky. Radisky trying to get her way through a double team, and it's going to, wind up going out of bounds. No one there, and another turnover. Meanwhile, we got checking in for the Vikings will be number 45. That's Madison Orff. So Orff will check in along with Peterson. Inbound now goes to Larson. Larson will start in the backcourt. Across that timeline, now she'll give near side to Hall. Hall looks, trying to lob it inside to Eagle. Eagle trying to get around her defender. Top the key 3 from Thorson, just off the mark. And there for the rebound is Larson. Larson, give outside. Claire Beaver, beautiful pass underneath. Eagle a little too strong, got her own rebound. Give outside here to Hall for 3. 17-2, a good-looking 3 there from Hall. Meanwhile, back up the court the other way. That is That is Lombard. Lombard gives to Radisky. Now here to Lelm. Lelm had a lane, closed quickly, and gives off to her teammate. That shot is no good. Thrown back inside by Lelm, and it's rebounded by Larson. Larson takes it up on the elbow now to Hall. Hall into this near side corner. Beaver for three. 20-2. Claire Beaver with another three. This ball is going to be up for grabs. And we're going to get a jump ball, another one, but this time the possession arrow will point the way of the Vikings. And a couple more substitutions. 14 and 23. So Annika Smith and Lily Smith check in. So Annika and Lily Smith check into the game. Meanwhile, with it is Peterson for North Branch, and trying to give on the far side there to Lelm. Well out of her reach, and it is going to go back to Chisago Lakes on another turnover. Early on, turnovers plaguing this Vikings team. Meanwhile, here comes Lily Smith with it. She hands off to Hall. Hall will go top of the key. Now go on the far side. That is Smith. That's Annika Smith. Now to Eagle, to Lily Smith. Lily Smith, top of the key. She's going to take that three. It might have been tipped, but it's taken back by Larson. Larson outside to Lily Smith, and she'll give to Larson. Larson looking, give to Eagle. Eagle directing traffic, top of the key now to Annika Smith. Annika Smith to Hall. Hall puts up a three. It's just off the mark, and it's going to roll out of bounds, and it will go back to North Branch. I like that idea. The clock was running down. She just tried to get one up there, trying to put one in the basket, maybe even get her team a rebound, but that one just off the mark. Meanwhile, inbound here will go to Peterson, and Peterson pulls it in, trying to get around Lily Smith. Nice spin move to get inside. Peterson picks up her dribble, give now to Radisky. Radisky gets around her defender. Now give on the far side to Lelm. Lelm lost it out of bounds, and it will stay with North Branch as it looks like the Wildcats touched it. Checking in for the Wildcats, number 3, and again, not on the roster, but I think it's Pullman. I think that's who it is. Meanwhile, an inbound. Just somehow gets by Lily Smith. Here to Peterson. She'll get back to Radisky. Radisky bumped off her mark, and Madison Eagle gets the steal. And now back the other way they go. It won't be so much of a fast transition defense, but Hall with another three. 23-2. And the freshman is coming through in a big way. Meanwhile, this inbound is stolen away by Pullman. And we're going to get a foul here. It would be more or less of a trip on North Branch. Unintentional, but a trip nonetheless. And that is going to go against Peterson with her second. Rosales will check back into the game. Meanwhile, inbound on this near side. Hall again for three. That's going to go just off the mark, and Rosales will pick up the rebound. Now a whistle, and the shot clock did not start. Ooh. Okay, so Annabelle Lattimore will check back into the game for North Branch. Yeah, I wasn't sure what was going to happen there because if the shot clock didn't start, I didn't know if they were going to restart possession or what, but so still a little bit of a conversation happening. Not sure what exactly the conversation is. Now talking to the Chisago Lakes head coach in Thompson, and looks like we're good to go. So we're back to action. Inbound here goes to Lombard. Lombard into traffic. Lily Smith with the steal. Give back outside here to Annika Smith for three. It's just off the mark. And rebounded there by Rosales. Rosales with the give now to Lelm. Lelm. And we're going to get another jump ball as Lily Smith ties that one up. And the ball will go back to Chisago Lakes again. And Hall will inbound to Annika Smith. That's Lily Smith. Lily Smith give on this near side to Pullman. Pullman and Rosales will battle for the ball. It's going to be another jump ball. And the ball goes right back to North Branch. So Jaden Pullman She had it, and Rosales did a really good job just to get her arms in there, wrap that one up, and get dual possession for the jump ball. Meanwhile, Annabelle Lattimore will give in to Lombard. Lombard on this near sideline. She'll drive, get a screen from Rosales. She'll try and drive all the way. Not quite sure if that was meant to be a pass or what, but it's going to be stolen away by Madison Eagle. Now Hall comes back up the other way. Give underneath the Pullman. Pullman with the easy 2. Jaden Pullman makes it 25-2, and we're going to get a timeout here by North Branch. 10-11 to go here in the first half. We'll take a commercial break. Be back on Cool Country WCMP.
Arrow Building Center in Siren is your leading name throughout the Midwest with trusted brands for your building supplies and services. Arrow Building Center has been providing contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers with quality products and expert service for all projects, big and small, for many decades. No matter the size of your next project, Arrow Building Center is at your service. And don't forget, free, yes, free delivery, always. Stop on by Arrow Building Center in Siren, conveniently located off Highway 70, or visit them online at abc-clc.com.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
Back here on Cool Country WCMP, 25-2 is the score. It's been 25 unanswered from Chisago Lakes after North Branch picked up the first 2 from Lombard, and then it's been all Wildcats since. Something I didn't get to mention here in the pregame was the Pine Insurance Athlete of the Week that we do. We will announce one here on Wednesday this week. And what that is every week we choose an athlete from the week before as our Athlete of the Week for WCMP and KBEK. So, yes, 2 separate Athletes of the Week. And we just choose based off performance and you know, how they help their team and things like that as we get the inbound that goes out of bounds here from North Branch. Goes back to Chisago Lakes on the turnover. But so we choose an Athlete of the Week every week. And if you have an athlete that you feel deserves to be nominated for the Athlete of the Week, please email me at wcmpsports@gmail.com. Obviously, I can't get out to every single game, so I can't see all the athletes that might deserve that recognition. So if you do, feel free to email me. Meanwhile, inbound here, Pullman has it knocked out of bounds. Rosales with the block. And that hopefully may provide a little bit of life and energy here for North Branch. Lily Smith gets a screen from Eagle. It is no good, and it was rebounded there by Pullman. She's being bothered underneath. This ball is going to wind up being stolen away and then stolen right back. So it's Radisky who got it initially, and then Goring sees the opportunity to get it right back, and Radisky will get the foul called on her first and the team's 5th, and 2 in, 2 out now for North Branch. As the inbound goes Goring on this far side, the 3, just off the mark, and the rebound still up for grabs, and foul there on somebody. I'm not sure who had it. This will be on, it'll be on Addison Lelm, her first, team 6th. So that's on North Branch, and it's their team 6th. So Lily Smith will again get to inbound, right underneath the Eagle. Eagle, not enough that time, not enough that time. Another rebound, and she puts it back for 2. Well, it took a couple, but she got it to fall. Make it 27-2. Lelm being bothered, and this is stolen away by Pullman. Jaden Pullman comes up just short on the shot there, and it was Radisky with the rebound. Meanwhile, here goes the shot for 2, no good by Hunter, and it's rebounded by Lily Smith. Lily Smith, now we get a whistle and a double dribble, and she knew it. She stops and just, she laughs at herself a little bit and just goes, "You gotta be kidding. I didn't do that." Mad at herself. She's talking with the ref, and they're both having a good laugh over it. Good to see. Meanwhile, now the inbound will go here to Peterson. Peterson will drift to the far side. Bounce pass here to Rosales. Rosales will give now here to Radisky. Radisky trying to move to the far side. A long 2 there for Peterson. She'll instead drive inside. Shot's no good. Rosales there and drops it in for 2. Nice job by Rosales. Get the rebound. 27-4. Meanwhile, here come the Wildcats. Lily Smith wanted to change direction. She'll stop, give to Goring. Goring, she's drifting, now trying to drive inside. The lane opens up again, shot too strong, and Eagle, yes, gets the rebound. Ooh, a lot of contact there. Pullman on this near side for three. That's going to come up, well, awkward. It hits the side of the backboard, then winds up going in between the backboard and shot clock and bouncing a couple times, and yeah, that is out of bounds. So 27-4, ball will go back to North Branch. 8:39 to go here in the first half. Radisky will look to inbound and find Peterson. Peterson back to Radisky. Little full court press being played here by Chisago Lakes. Peterson nearly had it knocked out by Goring. She does, and then Peterson just trying to bat it away from Goring, and well, she bats it out of bounds, and the ball will go right back to Chisago Lakes on the turnover. Trying to just find someone but green jersey to get it to, and unfortunately they're too strong on that bat. Claire Beaver will give now here, and into the game is number 15. I'll get you that number in just a moment. Inbound here to Eagle. Give on the far side, Claire Beaver for three. Good. Just unbothered by the pressure that was coming right at her. The defender saw it late and was barreling down, but good job. Lucy Asleason into the game. Meanwhile, Rosales covered by Asleason. Her shot no good, and Kayla Larson is there for the rebound. And here comes Beaver. She'll give on the near side Asleason. Inside to Eagle. Eagle for two. 32-4. Up the court here. Lombard. Coming from behind is Larson, and she knocks it out of bounds, but it will stay with the Vikings as it was last touched by Larson. Inbound now for the Vikings. They'll try and go on this near side. Inbound to Peterson. Peterson looks, gets a screen, but guarded by Beaver. Then her pass inside is blocked, knocked away. Now over to Radisky, though, as they got it back. Radisky drives, and there was a lot of contact there, but no call, and Kayla Larson gets the rebound. She leads the team with 5. Give over to Claire Beaver. Beaver shifting directions, now trying to go right down the center of the court in the paint. Gives on the far side. Kayla Larson will lob it into Eagle. Eagle for two. Again, just really good movement of this ball here by Chisago Lakes, and North Branch can't really keep up. Meanwhile, this is going to be 5. No, Kayla Larson again off the inbound gets the steal. Eagle to Goring. Goring for three. Good. Ran Goring for three. 37-4. Again, full court press being played here by Chisago Lakes, but this time Peterson gets through it. Poke out from behind by Larson, and it's going to be jump ball. Good job there by North Branch to draw that one up and draw the jump ball. Chisago Lakes will get the possession arrow, though. But again, really good job by Kayla Larson coming up from behind to poke that ball out and create what is really essentially a turnover. Meanwhile, Eagle gingerly coming off to the sidelines. Oh, man, hopefully she's okay. And now coming up the court, Beaver. Beaver will give to Larson. Larson finds a lane, drives, but lost her dribble. Now she'll give to Asleason. Asleason to try and drive inside. Her shot is up and good. Lucy Asleason just found that lane, turned the corner, and got by the defender. Here's a deep inbound, and it's going to be stolen away by Asleason. Asleason to Goring. Goring going to get around. No, it is nearly, it is going to be blocked and stolen away by Lombard. And we're going to get a foul here on Chisago Lakes. This will be on Kayla Larson, which would be her first, team second. Both teams going pretty deep here, but Chisago Lakes, man, they're what, 11 deep here in the first half? Love to see the ability to do so. Inbound, and it's going to be lost again as Leeson will come up with another steal. Over to Larson. Larson goes inside to Cooksley. Cooksley comes up just short on that one, and Radisky will get the rebound. Radisky will give there to Hunter. Ainsley Hunter now to Peterson. Peterson traveled. Traveled, and she tried to get it over to Lombard. Lombard had a shot from outside, but unfortunately the travel will cause a turnover, and Larson will inbound to Beaver. Beaver will drift to the far side. Fake the pass one way. They can go to Asleason. Asleason trying to cut it on this near side. Get back outside Beaver. Now to Goring. Goring on the elbow. Gets called for the travel. And the ball will go back to North Branch. So ball goes back to the Vikings off the travel. Again, an inbound, and they have been really late on the inbounds. Meanwhile, Annabelle Lattimore is going to be tied up. We get another jump ball. This time it will go to the Vikings. But, man, the Wildcats being so opportunistic around this ball. Inbound will go to the back court, starting with Peterson. Now Peterson into the front court, gives over to Lombard. Lombard just nothing doing at the top of the key. Give to Radisky. Radisky being followed by Beaver. She's going to try and drive. The hook shot just off the mark, and Cooksley will get the rebound. Cooksley will take it and give to Beaver. Beaver gives on this near side now to Kayla Larson. Just long for three. Rebound, and she did. Cooksley came up with the rebound. I don't know how, but man, what a rebound there. And now Larson will get another three opportunity from her teammate Goring. That's going to be no good, and Radisky will get the rebound. A little fatigue here, looks like, for North Branch, unfortunately. Meanwhile, here's Peterson. Bounce now to Orff. Orff will give to Radisky. Radisky trying to drive. Give on the far side to Lombard for three. It's no good, and Goring with the easy rebound. Good box out there. Now, here comes Goring. Goring looking, letting things get in front, and now she starts. Gives to Beaver. Beaver will drift to the top of the key, and she'll hand to Cooksley. Cooksley looks inside, now gives Asleason. Asleason to Larson. Larson back to Asleason. Asleason hands to Goring. Goring will slow it down just a little bit. 39-4. She gets by one. Looks to Beaver. 8 to shoot, and that's a long three. Almost made it. Cooksley with the rebound. Cooksley, turnaround jumper for herself, is good! Oh, what a fancy-looking turnaround jumper there by Cooksley. Especially after getting the rebound. That's impressive. She's got 5 now to co-lead the team. And she's going to get a steal! Mariana Cooksley, the fast break 2 is good! Oh, she's starting to heat up now. All of a sudden, she's got the rebounds and a couple of steals and even fast break points off it. Nice job by Cooksley there. Meanwhile, here comes Peterson for North Branch. She looks, she'll bounce pass here to Orff. Orff will give to Radisky, nearly stolen away. Radisky lost it, and she'll pick it back up and hand off to a teammate now. I can't quite see around the referee. Not his fault, though. He's just calling the game. Give back to Radisky from Lattimore. Radisky lost it. She'll pick it back up on the far side. She'll give now here to Lombard. Excuse me, that was Peterson. Now Lombard for a long two. It's just off the mark. Rebounded here by Kayla Larson. That's her team leading now 6th rebound. Beaver quickly up the court to Goring. Goring trying to switch directions. She puts up a shot. Oh, banks it in for 2. 45-4. Radisky will inbound here to Peterson. Peterson goes back to Radisky. Nice job to get the defenders around, but here comes Larson. She picks up the dribble, gives back to Peterson. Peterson up past the timeline now with 3 minutes to go. She'll look, give to Orff. Yes, Orff has it. Orff now looking. She's being bothered by Asleason. Asleason with good defense. Give to Radisky. Radisky gets around one, trying to get around Asleason. Nothing doing, though. Back top of the key now. Annabelle Lattimore give on the far side. That's Lombard for 3. It's just off the mark. Cooksley can't quite come up with the rebound. It's instead going to be Beaver. Beaver will take it up on the far side. Give to Goring. Goring the long 2. Nothing there. And Radisky with the easy rebound there for North Branch. This ball is going to be up for grabs. And it will go out of bounds. And it will go back to the Wildcats. Thorson and Hall will check back in, as will Rosales. And it looks like, I think, yes, Lelm for North Branch. Yes. Looks like we got a quick whistle. Now we're good to go. So Hall will receive the inbound, and she gets it from Larson. Now Hall at the top of the key. She'll look at the basket. Now stops, gives back over to Thorson. Thorson. We got an illegal screen here, and not quite sure who they got that on. That's going to be on Cooksley. Her first, team's 3rd. 2:19 left here in the first half. And the inbound here, we got a new player in there. That's number 13. I'll try and get you that name in just a moment. Meanwhile, Larson is going to come away with yet another steal. Thorson for 3. That's going to come up short. Rebound here for Asleason. She kicks out to Larson. A 3 from Hall. And almost. And Annabelle Lattimore comes away with the rebound there for North Branch. Hasn't been able to do much this game so far, but the game is still young. So again, number 13 here for North Branch is Lauren Thiel. And we get a travel forced there by Chisago Lakes, and the ball goes right back to the Wildcats. I mean, this defense has just been all over. There is nothing right now from North Branch. So, waiting for the clock to reset, and we're good. Inbound to Thorson. Thorson will start at the top of the key. She'll drift to the far side. Play being set up. Go back to Hall. Hall has a wide open three, and it's just off the mark. And a rebound there for Thiel. Thiel gets the rebound, and it's nearly stolen away by Asleason. So we get another jump ball, though, and the possession arrow, well, it will stay with the Wildcats. 1:37 to go. Thorson will inbound. She'll go to Cooksley. That's going to be knocked out of bounds, and it will stay with the Wildcats. So I think that was Rosales who got her hand on it, but it stays with Chisago Lakes. So Thorson will inbound once again. And she'll go now to Asleason, who starts in this near side corner. Give to Larson to Hall. Hall getting through some defense to Asleason for three. That's going to be too strong, and Hall is going to wind up with the rebound. Did she step out? Yes. So she got the rebound, stepped out, and the ball will go back to the Vikings. Thiel will try and inbound, but it's knocked out by Larson. And again, just continuing with this pressure here is Chisago Lakes. They will not let up. 1:22 to go. 45-4. Get a substitution here. Peterson will check into the game for North Branch. She comes in for Thiel. And now into the inbounder spot is Lelm. So Lelm will inbound to Peterson. Peterson trying to go back to Lelm. She finds her. Lelm now in a tough spot. She gets up the court. She stops her. Yeah, she traveled there, and that's unfortunate there for Lelm. And this will go back to Chisago Lakes. Chisago Lakes with another opportunity here off of a turnover. Thorson will inbound to Hall. Hall on the far side. She'll scan the defense. She'll look. She'll give now to Larson. Larson on the elbow over there. She'll drift into the corner, then stop, give inside to Cooksley. Cooksley going to try and back down the defender. A little too strong that time. Good, right idea. A little too strong. Lombard with the rebound, and it's nearly stolen right back by Hall. My goodness. What another good job tying that one up by Hall, but this time the possession arrow favors the Vikings. Hall, she got in there, man, and she is tenacious. I remember watching her last year, man. He was really good at defense, and her and Beaver, again, were a great tandem on offense, but it looks like she has really stepped up her defensive game. Meanwhile, another this time it'll be a foul. So Lelm draws the foul there on Chisago Lakes. It will be the team's fourth and the second on Kayla Larson. Again, just being opportunistic as they can be with trying to get some more turnovers here before the first half ends. Under 50 seconds to go. Peterson starts with it. She's guarded by Hall. Hall trying to get her to tip her hand. Meanwhile, this pass over to Lombard is knocked out by Larson. And again, this defense just all over. They are suffocating this Vikings O. Inbound will go to Peterson. Peterson again guarded by Hall. She'll look for a screen from Lattimore. Now Rosales with the hook shot. She's going to get the roll for two. 45-6. Meanwhile, Hall coming right back up the court. She'll give into the corner. Asleason for three. It's just off the mark. Cooksley trying to get the rebound. It goes through her hands, and it winds up in the hands of Rosales. Rosales, she has it. She's up the court. 17 seconds to go. Oh, she's halted and has to pick up her dribble. She gives over to Peterson. Peterson finds a wide open lane for two. It's good. And now we've got Cooksley down. Oh, no. So we get a little pause in the action here, and that didn't, oh man, hopefully she's all right. So she will gingerly make her way to the sidelines. In for her is Madison Eagle. Man, you hate to see that. And she's a senior too. Do not want to see that. Well, pray she's all right. Meanwhile, Hall will bring it in. 6 seconds to go. 5. Now to Thorson. Thorson 4, 3. She is fouled. So she's going to go and shoot 2 with 2 seconds left. 45-8. This foul is going to go against the Vikings. That'll go against Lelm, her second, team 7th. And again, Thorson will shoot 2. So McKenna Thorson at the free throw line. shooting dos. The first one comes up short. And in fact, in this first half, we have not seen any free throws. So it's been 18 minutes nonstop action. So coming in at the end of the half and trying to shoot free throws, that is not easy. And she misses the second, and it's rebounded almost by Eagle. It looks like no. So it is going to be halftime, and the Wildcats with the heavy lead here over the Vikings, unfortunately. 45-8. Well, I think now for these two teams, well, for Chisago Lakes, I don't think you need much change, but for the Vikings, I think it would just be more about execution here in the second half. But that's going to do it for our first half of play. Be sure to stay tuned after a word from our fine sponsors. We'll be back for your halftime show presented by Hones Auto Body and Glass right here on Cool Country WCMP.
When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are many options. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services. Church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, a ceremony in a park, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com, serving our community since 1912.
When Minnesota winter hits hard, you want a heating expert who gets central Minnesota. That's Dale's Heating and Appliance, your hometown pros for furnaces, repairs, and smart upgrades that keep your home warm without burning cash. Locally owned, trusted for decades. Fast, honest service from people who live where you live. Stay warm, Minnesota. Dale's Heating and Appliance, the local heating experts who've got you covered. Visit dalesheatingandappliance.com to set up your consultation today.
Hey, Mark, I spent about $3,500 on heating this last winter.
Whoa, sounds like you need to switch to a central boiler outdoor wood furnace like I did.
A wood furnace? That sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really. I have my wood delivered, and with a large firebox and a central boiler outdoor furnace, I usually just fill it once a day.
Whoa, that sounds great.
I heat my domestic water, garage, and I'm saving a ton of money every year.
Well, where do I get one?
Northland Boiler Sales is your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Stay connected with ECE Fiber. Get fast, reliable internet for your work from home needs. No more lag during virtual meetings. Manage your account easily with the ECE Fiber mobile app. ECE Fiber, simple, local, reliable. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Back here on Cool Country WCMP, it is time for your halftime show presented by Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora has over 44 years of experience getting vehicles back on the road, plus those state-of-the-art facilities. Be sure to entrust Hones Auto Body and Glass with your collision and mechanical needs. Well, here at the half, it is Chisago Lakes with the lead over North Branch, 45-8 in the girls part of this doubleheader. They play first, then the boys. But the Wildcats, dominated. And at first, North Branch actually scored the first 2 points of the game. And it was like, okay, here's a nice little surprise. And then all of a sudden, here came the Wildcats. And now I don't remember because I'm, just that great of a sports reporter. But it was something like a 30-something run for North Branch. When I mentioned it, it was 25-2, and it was a 25-0 run at that point. And the Wildcats only scored more. I think it was into the 30s before North Branch had scored again. And then the Wildcats, again, still lead here at the half, 45-8. For North Branch, leading the way was Natalia Rosales with 4, 2 for Peterson and Lombard. Rebound-wise, it was Radisky and Rosales leading the team with 4. They had 4 steals, 3 of them came from Lombard. They had 2 blocks and 17 fouls. Those blocks coming from 1 each from Lombard and Rosales. On the other side for the Wildcats, leading the way for them was Claire Beaver with 13. She got off to a really hot start and hit 3 threes in that first half alone. She had 13, though. Rand Goring had 10. Then you had 6 for both Hall and Eagle, 4 for Mariana Cooksley, and 2 for Pullman, Asleason, and Thorson. Leading the way rebound-wise with Larson with 6, 5 for Cooksley. They had 15 steals and 4 team fouls. So again, a really, really lopsided first half, and Wildcats kind of just had their way in that first half, really were able to do whatever they wanted to do, but a big reason was their defense. Their defense was so opportunistic in that first half, and every chance they get. Now, they played really good full court pressure here against North Branch, and North Branch just really had no answer for them on the full court pressure. And, well, when that's a problem, well, they also had problems inbounding the ball, and when that becomes a problem, well, then you start really playing behind the 8 ball, so to speak, and, well, they just couldn't do much of anything there, and Wildcats just strictly just continued to make them pay for it. They scored off of plenty of turnovers. Now, they didn't score off of every turnover, but probably more times than not they did. So it was a really, really good first half here for Chisago Lakes, obviously out 45-8. So, again, in terms of what needs to be fixed on each side, well, for Chisago Lakes, well, really not much. You're leading in such a heavy fashion. There's not much that needs to be changed. I think you would like to see just execution. Let's get it as good as we can get. Let's get it to as close to 100% as we can get here in this second half. Obviously, it's not going to be perfect. There will be some mistakes and turnovers, but let's just make sure we're executing at a high level and we're not turning the ball over. I think those would be the big keys because you're up by a lot. At this point, I don't see a miracle 38-point run happening for North Branch. Now, crazier things have happened, but with just the way they play defense, I just don't see that happening at this point. But for North Branch, it's not over. It's not over, and that is in terms of, hey, we can still go out, we can still learn, we can still execute our plays, we can still go through our game plan. And I think at this point for both teams, it's more or less just how well can we execute the play call? How well can we be set up in our spots? Are we playing good fundamental basketball? Because in a game like this, on both sides, the fundamentals can get easily lost. So if you're North Branch, I think you're just looking at, hey, let's execute at a high level and just make sure we're executing our game plan and doing the fundamentally things right, because in a game this lopsided, it can certainly get out of hand, but I think you just got to stay with it, and again, growth is going to be the key word here for North Branch. They'll have to go into next season and just remember the things that they learned from this year. So there's a lot to learn from this team, because Chisago Lakes was that team last year. Chisago Lakes was the young team. That was the team that didn't have really any experience at the varsity level, and then they come into this year, and man, oh man, even though they have not won a lot of the games they probably should have, man, does it look a lot better. And again, they've been close in those games and probably should have won a few of those. So as we mentioned in the pregame, I said there's about 9, or, well, at this point, 4 games that they could have / should have won that they were within 5 or so points of. That would have them with 9 wins right now. That would put them at 9-11, which would have them in a conversation right now for a home playoff game. And as of right now, might not be much of a possibility, but still, I think this team is in for a really, really good future. Obviously, they'll miss their seniors that they have this year, but I think this team is in for a really good future. That is going to do it, though, for our Holmes Auto Body and Glass halftime show, brought to you by Holmes Auto Body and Glass in Mora. They are ICAR and ASE certified. They are recommended by insurance companies, so if you had an accident, let Holmes Auto Body and Glass fix you up. The second half of action is just around the corner, but first, a word from our fine sponsors here on Cool Country WCMP.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Back here on Cool Country WCMP. Wildcats and Vikings set to go at it again here in the second half. As 18 minutes are back up on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics will leave you with a smile you'll embrace forever. Plus, they'll do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. If you don't have insurance, ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget at embracemn.com. Oh, I do believe Wildcats, yes, will start the half with the ball. They'll go left to right on your radio dial. Vikings right to left. So it will be Thorson to inbound, and she goes to Beaver, and Beaver will take it up on this near side. Beaver drifting into the near side corner. Cooksley is back out there, thank goodness. She'll take a long two right off the bat. Oh, and it's in and out, but Beaver is there for the rebound. He brings it back outside. Now going inside to Larson. Larson guarded well by Lattimore, but Larson still puts up the shot. It is no good. She's going to get the rebound back. Gives on the far side to Thorson for three. It's going to be no good. That's going to be rebounded by Cooksley, I think, and that's no good. And then this time it's rebounded here that's Lombard. Lombard up the court. She's going to take it all the way and then throws it right into traffic, and that's Cooksley with the steal. Give up to Goring. Goring on the far side elbow now. She slows it down, lets the offense catch back out, finds a lane to drive, fakes the pass one way, drive inside, and we get a foul call here on North Branch. And she just must not have had her feet set. I think that's going to go against Lattimore, which would, if it is the case, that would be her third. No, looks like 32. So that's on Radisky. Her second, team's first of the second half, and now Goring will shoot two. First one's up and good. So 46-8 now the score. And that one good as well. So Goring makes them both. It's 47-8. And here come the Vikings. Rosales trying to get around a double team, looking backwards. There's nothing there. Trying to go up the court. Finds, I don't think it was meant for Lattimore, but that's where it lands. Radisky gives inside to Rosales, and Rosales with a nice cut to the basket and drops it in for two. She leads the team with 6 points, 6 of their 10, 47-10. Here's Beaver. Beaver will drift to the far side, hand off to Thorson. Thorson, another three. This time it, just comes up short. And the rebound that time is into the hands of Peterson. Peterson trying to bring it up on this near side. Peterson stops, gives back to Radisky. Cooksley trying to get the steal, and she has it. Cooksley with the steal, give there to Thorson. Thorson can't drop it in for two. And Cooksley, I think, was just trying to be a really good senior teammate and allow Thorson to get some points on the board. But I think Cooksley would have been better off taking that herself. I totally get she's trying to help out her teammate and try and get her some points on the board, which I can appreciate that. Cooksley's just being a good teammate, but I think that time would have been better. Meanwhile, this is not going to be, it will be. They'll count it as a change of possession. We got a lot of change of possession there. Larson and Beaver each had a steal. They counted it as, and it was stolen back by Radisky. Now inside Thorson. And that's technically, I think it was blocked by Lattimore. And stolen away. Meanwhile, here comes Peterson up the court with it for North Branch. On this near side, trying to get her on Goring. Goring will go inside to Rosales. She's been the playmaker so far. That shot is up off the mark, and it's Cooksley with the rebound. Cooksley will give the Beaver now to Goring. Goring gets through one. Poked out by Rosales. Stolen away by Peterson. What a good poke there by Rosales. And a little bit newfound life here in this second half early on for North Branch. Defensively, a lot better. They've created a few more turnovers now. Meanwhile, Peterson in some trouble. She gives back to Lombard. Right back to Peterson. Peterson going to try and drive. Bounce pass to Rosales. And there's going to be a foul. I think they're going to get Cooksley here. Cooksley just a bit out of position on that one. And that'll be her second. Team's first of the second half. And again, just out of position. She was one step from being in position and stopping Rosales, but out of position and unfortunately had to get back and fouled. And that forces two. And the first from Rosales is good. This one good as well. Rosales. 8 points now of their 12. He's closing down double digits before the game is over. Claire Beaver, you're going to drive inside, kick outside, goal ring for 3 off the mark. This is going to roll, and Peterson for North Branch is going to pick up the rebound. Getting through some traffic, poked out from behind again by Larson. It's going to be Beaver who picks up the steal, but Larson forced that. Meanwhile, Beaver gives up to Thorson. Thorson, she wanted the long 2, pulls it down, gives to Larson. Now to goal ring, to Beaver, back to Thorson. Thorson wants that 3. There's just nothing there. She'll drive inside, try to put up a shot, and they're going to get, I think, Rosales on a foul. And I think they could have just let that one go. Yeah, that will be Rosales' first. Team second, and now Thorson will shoot 2. First one, good. It rattles home. And Thorson gets on the board. And give her 4. So she now has 4 points on the evening. 49-12. And Rosales will bring it forward. Rosales guarded by Cooksley. And she's trying to get around, but Cooksley just really good defense there. Now she'll try and drive. Cooksley again stops her. Rosales will give on the far side here to Radisky. Back inside Rosales. Rosales backs down Cooksley, and Rosales another 2. Give her 10 on the night. 14 points for North Branch, but 49 for Chisago Lakes. Thorson wants to go to Cooksley, then finds Cooksley, a fake pass, and Cooksley, actually she lost it. It will stay with Wildcats because Lombard touched it as it was rolling out of bounds. Hunter will check in for North Branch, and Eagle in for Cooksley. Beaver will inbound to Eagle on this near side. She'll hand it off right to Beaver. Beaver, I think she missed a play there to go Eagle, but this is going to be good for Beaver from 3. So make it 52-14. Meanwhile, here's Peterson. Peterson, nice spin move on Thorson, but Thorson does a good job just to get back. We're going to get a trip here. Yeah, it wasn't intentional, but it is still going to count as one. So Thorson will get called for the foul. It'll be her second, team second. And it will just be an inbound here for North Branch. 24 seconds to go on that shot clock. 14:05 to go in the game. Lob inbound to Rosales. No one there for Chisago Lakes to try and get that one. She pulls it in. And that off the mark and knocked out of bounds there by Lombard as she tried to knock it away from the defender and wound up hitting it out of bounds. And she has a good laugh with herself about it. That's good to see. Good to see that these young ladies are able to laugh it off. I think that's a good sign. Meanwhile, here is Larson. Larson going to try and drive inside. She gives underneath the Eagle. Eagle got it for 2 plus the and 1. Third foul here on North Branch. And that one will go against Radisky, her 3rd. And Madison Eagle will have a chance for the 3-point play. Thorson, no, well, she'll just go over. Meanwhile, Lelm will check in for Radisky for North Branch. And Eagle looking for a 3-point play. And no. Now we get a jump ball. Possession arrow points the way of North Branch. Well, they'll get it back. Rosales will inbound to Peterson, and Peterson will get past the timeline. Now try and shake Thorson. Bounce pass here to Lelm. Lelm gives to Hunter. Back to Lelm. Trying to get a screen. There was just nothing there, and now give to Peterson again. She got a decent screen, but Beaver winds up in her way. Now trying to get around goal ring, and this shot is off the mark. An easy rebound there for Eagle. And Eagle gives to Beaver. Beaver looks on this near side. Goal ring for 3. Comes up short. Rebound, though, by Larson for 2. And those are her first points of the game, believe it or not. Nice job by Larson. She's been patient all night waiting for those. That'll make it 56-14. And now on the far side, Lelm trying to get around Beaver. Beaver's going to come up with the steal. Beaver, fast break opportunity. And the pass to Larson comes up well short. Lombard will get the steal for North Branch. She now has 4. And Peterson bounce pass to Lombard. Lombard shot over goal ring is no good. Rebound there for Hunter. Hunter up over everybody, and now a three is just off the mark, and Goring will get the rebound for Chisago Lakes. She'll go underneath too. Well, a little too strong for Eagles. Trying to go underneath with a stronger pass to Eagle. That just a little too strong, a little too out in front of Eagle's hands, and she just couldn't quite pull it in. Oh, the Vikings will get it back off of a turnover. Here comes Lombard. Lombard will look. Give a shimmy shake, then give to Lelm. Lelm trying to get around Goring. There's just, no room to maneuver. Now trying to give underneath to Rosales. Beaver's going to tie it up again. This will be another jump ball, and the possession arrow this time points the way of the green and gold. So Larson will inbound to Beaver. And Beaver passes the timeline. She'll give to Larson. Larson then drifts to the far side. Stops, gives to Goring. Goring will try and drive. She gives underneath to Eagle, and Eagle drops it in for two. Really good feed there by Goring to make it 58-14. Lombard brings it forward. She gets a screen, little mini screen. Ainsley Hunter give on the far side, trying to give to Lelm. This ball is nearly taken away. Meanwhile, we'll see Hall, Lily Smith, and Annika Smith check into the game for Chisago Lakes. Rosales out, and I didn't quite see who came. It is Radisky. So Radisky came in. Also out was Peterson, and into the game is Lattimore. Lelm got it inbound quickly. She just does get this one in time. Radisky will pull it in as it went out in front of her, but it almost works for North Branch in that way. Radisky looking, nothing there as she's being bothered by Lily Smith. She gives to Lattimore, trying to get it to a cutting Lombard to the basket. That is knocked out by the Wildcats, so it stays with the Vikings. Lelm will try and inbound. Wanted to go to Hunter. Instead, she'll go to Lattimore. Now to Radisky for three. It's good. 58-17. Well, Lily Smith gives near side to Larson. Larson, bounce pass. Oh, my goodness. Trying to go over to Hall on the far side. The pass just went a little too strong. And it winds up out of bounds. And great job there by the bench catching that one. Under 11 and a half to go. Turnover gives it back to North Branch, 58-17. Lattimore has it. Lattimore trying to get around her defender in Annika Smith. She'll give it back now to Radisky. Radisky, her lane to the basket is cut off. She'll give back now to Hunter. Ainsley Hunter. She'll look. She'll drift to the far side. She's guarded by Madison Eagle. That one nearly stolen away, and it will be. Annika Smith with the steal. She's going to try and take it all the way, and she puts it up and in for two. Well, not how she drew it up, but it works. She had to stop. She fumbled the ball a little bit, and then she just threw it in. Nice job. 60-17. Give on the far side here to Hunter. Hunter to Radisky, and Lily Smith this time with the steal. Oh, can't quite drop it in for two, and Annabelle Lattimore going to get the rebound. So Annika Smith got the steal last time for two. This time Lily Smith just misses on the fast break, too, and we're going to get a foul here, I think, yes, on Lily Smith as she tried to go back and get the rebound. Little too much contact there. Larson out, and into the game is Pullman. Meanwhile, Radisky will inbound to Lombard. Lombard gets around one. Now give near side to Lelm. Lelm to Hunter. Hunter. Don't know if it was a shot or if it was a pass, but it looked more or less like a pass, and if that was the case, that's an Eagle block. Meanwhile, as Leeson will check into the game for Madison Eagle. And Vikings will look to inbound. Radisky finding an open Lattimore. It is knocked away, stolen away by Hall. Hall. Give to Lily Smith. She puts it up. No good. And another foul here on Chisago Lakes. Annabelle Lattimore with the rebound. Another foul, I think, again on Lily Smith, sadly. Her second. Team's fourth. And the amount to Lombard. Lombard now scans the defense. And looks. Drifts to the far side. Radisky, three. Comes up well short. Pullman is there to bring it in. Pullman pass up the court to As Leeson going to try and drive. And she'll put up a shot. A little too much of a straight shot at the basket. It is no good. Rebounded by Ainsley Hunter. And she'll give to Lombard. Lombard trying to drive to the basket. Give now Radisky. Radisky gets around one, puts up the shot. It's a little too strong, and Hall comes up with that big rebound. Hall, hits on her horse. Give over to Pullman. Now back over to Annika Smith. Leaves that one short on the 2. No good. Rebounded by Annika Smith. A 3 here from Hall is going to be no good. Pullman's going to bring in the rebound. Now to Lily Smith. She'll go to Asleason. To Annika Smith. A 3. And that's going to come up well short. Lily Smith is there, and it's no good again. Another opportunity as this one is rebounded by Hall. That one's going to miss. And it's going to be North Branch with the rebound. Who was that? That was Lelm who got it. So after 4 chances, finally, North Branch comes up with the defensive rebound to make the stop, and we're going to get a timeout here by North Branch. And while they take one, we will as well. Back in 30 seconds.
The Classic Edge HDX from Center Boiler is the outdoor wood furnace for you. This furnace can heat anything, your house, shop, greenhouse, even a pool, all with one Classic Edge HDX. The Firestar combustion control takes all the worry and guesswork out of wood heating. It automatically controls combustion for highest efficiency with any kind of firewood, and you can remotely monitor the furnace from anywhere.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local Central Boiler Sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Back here on Cool Country WCMP, 60-17 is our score. Wildcats with the lead over North Branch. Be sure to stay tuned after this game. We'll have the boys game of the doubleheader right after this one, so stay tuned for that here on Cool Country WCMP. Also, we'll have our Pizza Pub of Pine City post-game show after this game. Well, it'll be more of an abbreviated post-game show. We'll get a longer one after the boys game, and then we'll be able to talk post-game a little bit, too, about our A&W hometown handoff as part of our post-game / pre-game for the boys game, so stay tuned for all of that. Meanwhile, inbound to Radisky on the far side. She lost it. Annika Smith nearly got it back. Radisky able to pick it up, though. Now to Lelm. Lelm has this one nearly stolen away by Hall, but getting it back to Peterson, and Peterson will drop it in for 2. 60-19. Wildcats back up the other way. Give now to Annika Smith to Asleason. Asleason gets by one defender. Drive to the basket. Shot is up and good for Asleason. Good looking move there at the end of that drive to the basket. Got around the defender. Kept that ball safe as well. Here's Peterson. Peterson. Hurt by Hall. Lelm lost it. She'll pick it back up. And trying to get around Annika Hall. Picks up her dribble. Give now to Lattimore. Back to Radisky. Radisky to the elbow on the far side. We got time. I'm not sure what happened there, but it looked like an ill-advised timeout call, or maybe the ref heard the timeout call. That was a ghost timeout. Not real sure what happened, but timeout is called nonetheless. We'll keep it here. And you know what? With that, we will take a look at our A&W hometown handoff. Brought to you by A&W in Pine City. They have that savory mushroom and Swiss or those iconic cheese curds. Be sure to stop into A&W in Pine City for all the classics. Our A&W hometown handoff takes a look at other games coming up here tonight on our airwaves. Over on 95.5 FM KBK, Andy Beckstrom will have the call as the Mora boys hockey team hosts Becker Big Lake. So that is a good game over there in Mora. Appreciate Andy Beckstrom for going out tonight and calling that game. It is much appreciated. I know we've got a plethora of guys who go out and call games for us, and I am so thankful for each and every one of them for going out and calling games for us. It is greatly appreciated. It makes my job easier, certainly. And I also get to a little bit of insight on teams and players, so they certainly help me out and make my job that much easier. So appreciate you. And I know you may not hear this, but appreciate you, man, being out there tonight. He's kind of our hockey expert, if you will. He's our hockey guy. Trust me, you don't want me calling hockey games. That's for darn sure. So coming out of the full timeout, that was a look at our A&W hometown handout brought to you by A&W in Pine City. A&W is wishing all the teams and athletes here tonight good luck. So, yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened there. The ref blew the whistle, looked at the bench for North Branch, and kind of went, he called timeout, and then the coach just went, did we? And Claire Patterson kind of just looked at him like, yeah, I guess I'll take a full. So, so they got to conversate a little bit, so quite interesting. Meanwhile, This ball's knocked out of bounds, and now we're going to get a 1 second on the shot clock. The game clock, by the way, will run now as this is lopsided. So inbound and shoot, and Peterson, the shot's going to count for Peterson, even though it maybe shouldn't have. The shot clock did not run after the inbound, and, let's just say there were about 3 seconds before Peterson shot it. But they'll give it to him. I mean, it's this lopsided. I mean, there's no harm, no foul in it. Meanwhile, Lily Smith gets the pass inside from Asleason, trying to make it in, and it's just off the mark. Peterson will pick up the rebound for North Branch. Oh, almost got away with carry, but she does a good job realizing that and again gave it up to Rosales. Rosales trying to get around Asleason. Shot is up, no good. Almost got another ridiculous shot, but this time it's Lily Smith with the rebound. Hall hits the deck, but she is up, and she's back defensively. Now inside Asleason for two. 64-21. And looks like Peterson trying to find her way around Hall, but we know well from last year that Hall, she is tough to get around. Give here, and it misses the mark for Rosales. Lily Smith with the steal, and she misses on that layup. Lattimore will get the rebound. Well, Lily Smith just got to keep shooting that. It'll come. It'll come with time, and here's your opportunity. Lily Smith, another rebound. Looks to be like she might be in some pain. Hall with the shot, no good there from Hall as it's rebounded by Peterson. Now stolen away by Hall. Long two is good. Didn't quite see who got that one. It is going to be Annika Smith. Rosales for two. The long two is going to be no good, and it's rebounded there by Asleason. Lily Smith, she'll get the ball. Lost it. She gets it back. Gathers, gives to Hall. Now over to Asleason in this near side corner. Annika Smith kicks, no three. Give to Asleason now. Asleason shot blocked by Rosales, and it'll be knocked out of bounds. Stays with the Wildcats. So Rosales gets another block. That's her second. Meanwhile, 3 in, 3 out for the Vikings. The 4 in, 4 out. Well, the 4 in are Hunter. Looks like Lombard. Orff, and, Peterson will check back into the game. So Peterson, she went out but then came back in. A little bit of confusion. Lily Smith will try and inbound. She'll get it to Hall. Hall looking. I think she was going to take the three and then found no one open, and then she takes it. No good. And, wow, out of nowhere, thin air, Annika Smith comes in for the rebound and the putback for two. What an impressive rebound there by her. 68-21. I'm a little bit behind on my scoring. Hunter. Now to Peterson. Now back to Hunter. Hunter trying to go inside. That ball's up for grabs. Orff is going to be able to get it back. And it will wind up being a turnover. Pullman will get the steal. They'll give up the court here to Lily Smith. Lily Smith give here to Hall. Hall to Pullman. Pullman wide open three. It's going to come up short. And Radisky, definitely drew that foul big time. I think she was falling backwards and then got the foul drawn. They're going to get a push there on Annika Smith, her first, team's fifth. But good job there by Radisky to draw that foul. Even if you had to put a little, I don't want to say acting because she was pushed, but gave a little bit of extra on it, and it worked. Radisky, she's made a couple of shots here tonight. A couple haven't fallen, but, man, she made a big three earlier. Let's see if she can get back to that. Meanwhile, here is Peterson, and she's going to get called for the travel. She picked up her dribble, tried to lower the shoulder a little bit, and that's where the feet came in without dribbling, and unfortunately it's a turnover. Meanwhile, 3:35 to go in the game as Hall brings it forward for Chisago Lakes, gives to Pullman. Pullman over to Annika Smith. Annika Smith, bounce pass here to Pullman. Pullman reels it in. She'll give on the, a steal here for Peterson for North Branch. Give to Hunter, back to Lombard. There's a bunch of people in the wrong spot there for North Branch, but they are able to pull it in. Hunter now along two. Hunter drills the long two. 68-23. Hall on the far side. Kick, deliver for three. Good from Annika Smith. 71-23. And now bringing it up is Lombard. Lombard trying to get around the defense. Nearly took it away to Asleason, but she gets it to Hunter. Now to Orff. Orff trying to get around the defender. Trying to get around Asleason. She does and draws the foul. Nice job there, Madison Orff. I think they will get Asleason. If that's the case, it would be her first, team's 6th, and it is. And now Orff will get to shoot 2. So under 2.5 to go. This game pretty much wrapped up. Orff got the friendly bounce there. 71-24. And not going to get the bounce there as it's rebounded by Hunter. Nice job there by Hunter with the rebound. It's a big one. Lombard has it, nearly stolen away by Lily Smith. Then she'll pull inside. Shot is up and no good. And Pullman gets that rebound. And now she'll bring it up on the near side, give the Hall. Now give on the far side to Lily Smith. A long 3, but it is just off the mark into the hands of, who was that? That was Pullman with the rebound. This one's going to be no good as well. And Hunter picks up another rebound here before the end of this one. Lombard has it. She'll drift to the far side. Give to Radisky. Radisky trying to drive in again. Nice bounce pass to Hunter. Now to Peterson. And Peterson will take the 3. It's just off the mark. This is going to be out of bounds. And that will, it's going to stay with North Branch. They're going to say Lily Smith had the last hand on it. So inbound here for North Branch. Peterson will try and inbound. 1:05 left in the game. And inbound to Radisky. Radisky, that shot was blocked by Asleason. Ball is up for grabs. Hall with the steal. She'll give up to Annika Smith. And a little hesitation on that one, but she gets her own rebound, drops it back in for 2. Annika Smith is having a big second half here. She's got double-digit points just in the second half. 11 points in the second half alone, and that's with running clock since 8 minutes. Radisky, bounce pass on this near side to Peterson. Peterson lost it. That was Hall who touched it out of bounds, trying to get the steal. So it will stay with the Vikings with 25 seconds to go. Inbound trying to go to Hunter, and Annika Smith nearly had the steal but couldn't quite hold on. And we're down to our final 10 seconds. And this inbound to Hunter. Over to Radisky for 3. It's going to be no good, and that is going to do it. 73-24 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. We're going to go ahead and get a quick pregame or postgame here for this game, and then we will get into our pregame for the boys' game of this doubleheader here on Cool Country WCMP. Stay tuned for the postgame of the girls' game, and then we'll get into the pregame for the boys.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. With locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you'll embrace forever.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Rice Krispie Sheet Treat, just $14.99. Sweet Chaos Drizzled Popcorn are just $2 for $8. Snack Time Frosted Pretzels only $5.99 each. Ghirardelli Milk Chocolate Snowmen are just $7.99. And Shirley Temple 7-Up 12-packs, 2 for $12. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Butch, Christie, and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are I-CAR and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones. They'll fix you up right.
So a little bit of a abbreviated pregame show here for the girls' game of this doubleheader, but we'll take a look at the stats here for Chisago Lakes. Leading the way for them was Natalia Rosales with 10 points, 6 for Sophia Peterson, Then 3 for Alyssa Radisky, 2 for Lombard and Hunter, and 1 for Madison Orr. 5 rebounds for Peterson and Radisky to lead the team. They had 9 steals, 4 blocks, and 10 team fouls. They had 2 blocks come from Rosales, 1 from Lattimore, and 1 from Lombard. And again, 9 team steals. On the other side for the Chisago Lakes Wildcats, leading the way scoring-wise was Claire Beaver with 16 points, then 12 for Goring, 11 for Annika Smith. That all came in the second half, by the way. 10 for Madison Eagle, and then he had 6 for Asleason and Hall, and then 4 for Thorson, 2 for Pullman and Larson. Then rebound-wise, Kayla Larson led the team with 8 rebounds, 7 for Cooksley. They had 29 steals, 1 block that came from Eagle, and 10 team fouls. Again, 29 steals, 4 for Lily Smith, Claire Beaver, and Kayla Larson. They each had 4 steals apiece. So, again, defense just right away from the get-go here for Chisago Lakes was the difference, and they set the tone, and they set the pace early on, and that was really the difference here in this one, as Chisago Lakes was able to really run away with this game here in the second half. So for Chisago Lakes, they get their 6th win on the year, and that is a nice victory there for them. And North Branch, again, good second half. After being held to 8 points here in the first, they come out and score 16 in the second half. So nice to see them continue to fight and battle all the way through to the end. So that, again, will do it here for our first game of our doubleheader. We will get into the second game here, which is the boys' game of the doubleheader shortly, but the Chisago Lakes girls beat North Branch 73-24 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and, well, not that. We're going to go ahead and take a commercial break. And now I'm all sorts of everywhere with my stuff. There we go. So yeah, so what we're going to do is we're go ahead and get a word from our fine sponsors, and then we're going to come back with the pregame for the boys part of this doubleheader. Again, we're in a doubleheader here at Chisago Lakes High School. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman, and thanks so much for tuning in for the first game. And in just a few minutes, we will come back and we will have our boys pregame here on Cool Country WCMP. But again, we're going to hear a word from our fine sponsors, and then we'll be back. So thanks so much for tuning in for the first game. Be sure to stay tuned for the second coming up in just a little bit.
Stop relying on unstable energy prices and switch to self-sufficiency with the Classic Edge HDX outdoor wood furnace from Central Boiler. Heat your home, outbuildings, and provide endless hot water, all while utilizing your backyard source for renewable energy. The Classic Edge uses up to 60% less wood, which means less waste and less work. Be more comfortable for less money with the Classic Edge HDX.
Northland Boiler Sales. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose Auto Owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
ECE Fiber Internet, the best choice for you. Affordable packages for home and business with reliable service and no hidden fees. ECE Fiber, connecting you to what matters most. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's ORDERECEFIBER.com.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Hi, Rob.
Hey, why have you been so happy lately?
It's because I no longer pay for hot water.
What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Pepsi 12 packs are 2 for $16. Firewood bundles get 3 for $26. Mix and match breakfast and lunch sandwiches are just 2 for $6. And don't forget, Food Network's Guy Fieri's Flavortown menu line, burritos, sandwiches, and churros. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W Root Beer Freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall. ECE Fiber is built by your community for your community. Work, play, and stay connected to what matters most. We offer affordable home and business packages with no hidden fees and 24/7 support. ECE Fiber, easy to use, simple to set up. That's a cooperative difference. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com today.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
Are you looking for the perfect way to promote your business? Custom apparel's the answer, and tdealers.com makes it easy. Let's build your brand together. From the design stage to production, we are on your team to create gear that gets noticed. Whether you're building a brand or repping your business, we got your back. High quality merch, fast turnaround, and no stress. So go to tdealers.com and check out our winter sweatshirt special.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Arrow Building Center in Siren is your leading name throughout the Midwest with trusted brands for your building supplies and services. Arrow Building Center has been providing contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers with quality products and expert service for all projects, big and small, for many decades. No matter the size of your next project, Arrow Building Center is at your service. And don't forget, free, yes, free delivery, always. Stop on by Arrow Building Center in Siren, conveniently located off Highway 70, or visit them online at abc-clc.com.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are many options. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services. Church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, a ceremony in a park, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com, serving our community since 1912.
Back here on WCMP, Cool Country 100.9 FM WCMP, or maybe you're just joining us here as we get ready for tonight's doubleheader. We just completed the first game over there between the North Branch Vikings and the Chisago Lakes Wildcats. The Wildcats won that victory there for the girls, 73-24. So the Wildcats so far 1-0 on the night. They hope to make it 2-0 as they host the Vikings. Boys set to go at it here in about 12 and a half minutes. And again, if you're just joining us, thanks so much. It is the Here's the Pitch pregame show once again brought to you by Here's the Pitch in North Branch. They are the area's premier indoor training facility. They've got fast pitch, slow pitch, and baseball batting cages. Plus, they have live instruction. You can get your team trained at Here's the Pitch in North Branch. We'll go ahead and dive right into these two teams, starting with the North Branch Vikings. They were at one point, now this was early in the season, but they were the top scoring offense in this section early on in the season, but that has since gone by the wayside, and now they're unfortunately towards the bottom. They're only scoring 62 points per game and giving up 80. Their record sits at 2-14 on the season and 1-4 in section play. And unfortunately, they do sit at the bottom of this section at the number 8 seed. So if we take a look at how they have done so far this year, again, only 2 wins so far on this season. When we go and look at the beginning of the season for them, well, it wasn't necessarily a great start. It was an 0-5 start, losing to Cloquet, Denfeld, Big Lake, St. Francis, and this very Chisago Lakes team. But you look, they lost to Cloquet by 1, by a single point. They lost to Denfeld by 12. And they lost to St. Francis by 13, which looks a little bit more lopsided than it is. They lost to this Chisago Lakes team by 14. They were able to beat Pine City pretty handedly, 77-58. And then it was another long losing streak of about 6-7 games where they fell to Providence Academy only by 7. Lost to Rockford, lost to Becker, lost to Princeton, lost to Monticello, lost to Hibbing, lost to Zimmerman. Their most recent win came against Rockridge when they beat them on Saturday, January 24th. And that was a 72-64 victory. But since then, it has been 2 losses to both Big Lake and St. Francis. So they're looking to get back on the winning side of things after playing last Thursday. They'll look to get a win here on the road. But the end of the season is going to be a really tough end to the season. They will play Cambridge Isani on Thursday at home. Then they'll go up to Grand Rapids on Saturday. Then it gets really tough after Grand Rapids because Grand Rapids is the best team in the section right now. Then they host Becker, host Princeton, travel to Monticello, go back to Cambridge, then go back to Zimmerman, then they go to Osceola and go up to Hermantown. So the end of the season schedule for this Wildcat team is really, really strong. I should say this North Branch team is extremely strong. After tonight, and I guess after Thursday, they will not play a team that has an under 80 QRF except for Cambridge and Hermantown. Those are the only 2 teams. And at that point, those 2 teams could potentially have over an 80 QRF on the season. So it's going to be a tough road for North Branch. But I think for this team, again, they lost to Big Lake by 10, lost to St. Francis by 6. So they have been in these games, except for that losing streak of, 7 or 6 games. Maybe it was closer to 8. But except for that run, they have been really close. And it even started with only a 7-point loss to Providence Academy. So it's not like it has all been super lopsided. There have been some really close games in here for North Branch. It's just kind of about putting it all together. And defensively, it's just not there right now. Again, you're giving up over 80 points per game, not necessarily a recipe for success, especially when the best team in the section is only giving up 54 points per game. The second best, I should say, is Hibbing, giving up 57, then Denfeld at 68, and then it's Rockridge at 70. Chisago Lakes towards the bottom in terms of scoring defense, but I feel like this Chisago Lakes team is only hitting their stride as of late and really kind of looking like the team that we know them to be as, again, only a few years removed from a state tournament appearance, so trying to get back to that. They've got the talent there, and they've got some height as well, so it's surprising that they just haven't quite been able to put it all together. But again, a new head coach this year, so there are always some growing pains when there's a new head coach, and again, it's the same this year, but again, we'll go back to this North Branch team. This will be the second time they see this team, and the last time these 2 teams played, again, Chisago Lakes did get the win, and that was on the road, but it was a 67-53 game, and in that one, man, I remember that game. It was a battle through and through, and it wasn't until late in that second half that finally Chisago Lakes was able to pull ahead and kind of pull away and really kind of stake their claim with the victory. So it was close all throughout that one from what I can remember, and it wasn't until really late that man, it was like, okay, there's no team that's got a clear advantage, and then Chisago Lakes was able to pull it out late and they didn't really pull away because, again, the margin of victory was 14 points. So it was kind of a lower scoring game between the 2 teams, kind of a more defensive battle at first, but things got going late in that game for one side. And this North Branch team can be a fairly physical team. You've got Jacob Knospel. You've got Ethan Thorson over there as well, 2 of their bigger guys. And I think you look at those 2 as maybe the emotional leaders of this team. Obviously, they're both seniors as well, but you got Brandon Giese over there as well. But I look at those 2 as kind of the guys to look at. You've also got a couple of guys out there who are younger, but don't necessarily have the experience. Dufek has some experience as well, and he's a little bit of an emotional leader as well, I think. And I talk about the 3 guys that I just mentioned. Those are the guys that have the varsity experience, and those are their bigger guys out there as well. Like some of those football players, the thicker guys, if you will. But you can't rule out Andrew Carnes either, because Andrew Carnes, as much he's not necessarily the big, thick, beefy guy, but he also has a bunch of talent. So it's not like this team is without talent. There's a lot of talent surrounding this team. It's just, I think, just getting it all together on the same page. And again, they have a new head coach this year as well, so just kind of finding it all together at the right time. And you know what? Maybe this is a start for them. Maybe this is the start of something new as they go throughout the end of this season. Now we'll shift our focus over to Chisago Lakes, who also plays out of Section 7-3. They're in the number 4 spot right now, and they're battling for a home playoff spot. Now they've got to watch out for Cloquet. Cloquet is right there at the 5 spot, who could overtake the 4 spot for that home playoff game. But right now, Chisago Lakes, if the playoffs started today, would have that home playoff game. There's an outside chance of getting a number 3 seed, but that's a very, very outside chance here for Chisago Lakes. The Wildcats are 7-11 on the year, always open, and 3-2 in section play. Now, the one big advantage they have over Cloquet is that they are 3-2 in the section. Cloquet is 2-5, so that is the big difference. They're pretty similar, though, in terms of scoring offenses and defenses. Chisago Lakes scores 66.5 points per game, while Cloquet scores 66.2. Cloquet gives up 74 points per game. Chisago Lakes gives up 72.5 points per game. So those two are really close. QRF-wise, though, they're separated by about 16 points. So that becomes the big difference as well. But as for that, Chisago Lakes is pretty much locked into the 4 or 5. Right now, pretty much the 4 seed if the playoffs were to start today, which they do not. Taking a look at the season for Chisago Lakes. Start out with 2 losses to Hibbing and Delano, and it's not like those were lopsided either. They lost to Hibbing by only 10 and lost to Delano by 13. Then they were able to beat Cloquet by a wide margin, nearly 20 points. Before falling in 3 straight games to Becker, Zimmerman, and Big Lake, they only lost to Big Lake by 11. Before beating North Branch and then falling to Monticello in a lopsided game. They went into a Christmas tournament up at UMD where they fell to both Duluth East and Denfeld. They only lost to Denfeld, though, by 5 points. They came out of that, and it has been pretty darn good. It has been a 6-3 New Year for them. It started with 4 in a row over Hill Murray, Princeton, Zimmerman, and a double overtime win over St. Francis. Before they hosted Cambridge Isani in a doubleheader a couple Tuesdays ago. I was here a part of that one. That one went into overtime, almost double overtime, but Cambridge Isani was able to pull it off. Then they were able to beat Rock Ridge, who that's a good win for them. And then it was 2 straight losses to Monticello and Big Lake, and that Big Lake loss was only 2 points. So we taking a look at this team, they could easily be what? Let's see. We can give them 1 win, 2 more wins, possibly a third. So this team could easily be 10-8 on the season and find themselves in the thick of things for the top 3 seeds in all reality. So they're not far away from getting there. Now their season doesn't get any easier as well. They will host or go to Princeton on Wednesday before that will be the end of their week. Then they next week started off with the game hosting Hermantown, but then they go to Grand Rapids and then get to host Becker St. Francis, the following Tuesday, before finishing up with 3 road games at Becker, at Cambridge Isani, and at South St. Paul. And South St. Paul has a QRF near 120, as does Becker. So, and just to give you an idea, Becker, they lost to Becker 20 points earlier in the season. Becker plays out of 5-3A. So, just taking a look at this team, they do have a chance to, again, there's an outside chance of them getting a 3 seed, but right now, even if they do kind of split the rest of the season and go 500 the rest of the way, they will more than likely have that 4 spot. But that would give them a home playoff game for round 1 before having to go on the road to one of the top 3 seeds. So, hey, there are still some possibilities that this team could make a run at the end of the season for Chisago Lakes, and it starts tonight against a section and conference opponent in the North Branch Vikings. And again, they've got Hibbing, Denfeld, and Grand Rapids in the way, and well, there's a lot of possibilities there for this Chisago Lakes team. But that's going to do it here for our Here's the Pitch pregame show. We're going to go ahead and take a word from our fine sponsors. When we come back, it'll be time for tip-off here on Cool Country WCMP.
When Minnesota winter hits hard, You want a heating expert who gets Central Minnesota. That's Dale's Heating and Appliance, your hometown pros for furnaces, repairs, and smart upgrades that keep your home warm without burning cash. Locally owned, trusted for decades. Fast, honest service from people who live where you live. Stay warm, Minnesota. Dale's Heating and Appliance, the local heating experts who've got you covered. Visit dalesheatingandappliance.com to set up your consultation today.
Hey, Mark, I spent about $3,500 on heating this last winter.
Whoa, sounds like you need to switch to a central boiler outdoor wood furnace like I did.
A wood furnace? That sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really. I have my wood delivered, and with a large firebox and a central boiler outdoor furnace, I usually just fill it once a day.
Whoa, that sounds great.
I heat my domestic water, garage, and I'm saving a ton of money every year.
Well, where do I get one?
Northland Boiler Sales is your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Stay connected with ECE Fiber. Get fast, reliable internet for your work from home needs. No more lag during virtual meetings. Manage your account easily with the ECE Fiber mobile app. ECE Fiber, simple, local, reliable. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you will embrace forever.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Back here on Cool Country WCMP, the second game of our doubleheader, featuring the Wildcats of Chisago Lakes and the Vikings of North Branch. Starters for the North Branch Vikings will be number 3, Andrew Carnes, number 5, Ethan Thorson, number 22, Tristan Johnson, number 23, Vincent Dufek, and number 33, Jacob Knospel. They are head coached by Rob Johnson. On the other side for the Wildcats, it will be number 0, Joe Cohenhoven, number 11, Colton Beaver, number 22, Colton Betts, number 24, Cohen Underhill, and number 32, Alex Johnson.
Officially play a vital role in every game to keep contest fair, safe, and fun. A special thank you to the officials tonight. Vikings, Wildcats, let's play basketball.
So as we get ready here for tip-off, Wildcats and Vikings go at it, and we're underway. Tip-off is going to be won here by the Vikings, and this will be Carnes. Carnes will give underneath now, Knospel, and he drops in for 2. Well, an early 2 here for North Branch, and they're on the board. 2-0. Cohenhoven gives to, and this nearly a steal for the Vikings as it's knocked out of bounds there by Tristan Johnson. Cohenhoven will inbound to Betts. And Betts back in the offensive zone. He'll give over to Beaver. Now trying to go inside. Underhill going back underneath to Alex Johnson, but it's stolen away here by Carnes. Now underneath Knospel to Carnes. Carnes turn around and drops that one in for 2. 4-0. Cohenhoven calling for someone on his side. He'll give to Beaver. Colton Beaver give to Betts. Betts inside to Cohenhoven. Cohenhoven traveled. And he's a little confused. And so the ball will go back to North Branch. Meanwhile, here's Thorson. Thorson will bring it forward. He gets by one defender, trying to back his way in. Nothing there, trying to draw the foul, and he lost the ball, but he got it back. Shot is up, and Thorson still got it back. Trying to kind of do it all himself. Now he gives outside to Dufek. Now here to Johnson. Johnson will hand to Carnes. Carnes fakes one way, give to Thorson. Thorson hands back to Carnes. Carnes lost it. Still trying to put up a shot. No good. And the rebound there by Beaver. Beaver will bring it forward, give underneath. It's an easy 2 for Alex Johnson. He was left wide open underneath that basket, and that was too easy. Meanwhile, here's Carnes. Carnes will hand to Thorson. Thorson drifting, spin move inside. Now he's stuck. Gives outside to Dufek for 3. It's going to come up well short. And now the Wildcats have it. Underhill for 3. No good. Rebound there by Alex Johnson. Underneath. And that ball was blocked by Knospel as Beaver went up for 1. Knospel with the block. And this ball stays with the Wildcats. Beaver will try and give it under here to Johnson. And Johnson with the easy 2. And that ties it up at 4 apiece. Meanwhile, here's Carnes. He gets trying to get by Beaver. There's nothing there. Now he'll go on the far side to Thorson. That one was blocked. And Vikings will get it back. Inbound here to Dufek from Johnson. Now underneath to Knospel. Hook shot, and he couldn't quite get the bounce. That's knocked out of bounds. Knospel will be the last to touch it. The way Knospel's built, he looks more like a wrestler. So every time I see him out here on the basketball court, I'm like, geez, that's a big man. Strong man as well. Meanwhile, Cohenhoven has it. He gives to Betts now on this near side. Underhill. Underhill's going to cut to the basket. Nice move and delivers it underneath for 2. What a move there by Underhill, but here come the Vikings. It's Andrew Carnes with it. Carnes will give now to Dufek. He fakes the hand off to Johnson. And now to Johnson. Now back to Dufek. Dufek trying to go underneath to Knospel. Guarded well by Johnson. That shot blocked. And Cohenhoven won't get the steal. That was blocked by Johnson. Now Cohenhoven trying to weave his way through traffic. Trying to give it on the far side to Betts. Beaver for 3. No good. Knospel gets the rebound. Knospel with those big paws gets the rebound. Now Carnes. Oh. Carnes got away with a shove there. And now Dufek has it stolen away by Cohenhoven. Cohenhoven to Johnson. And Johnson lays it in for 2. Johnson has 6 of their 8 points. It's 8-4. Here comes Carnes. Trying to get around Beaver. He'll give to Knospel. He'll give on this near side to Johnson. Looking for a screen from Knospel. I think it was supposed to be a give and go. It didn't happen. And now the give to Thors. It's going to be knocked away by the Wildcats, but it was last touched out of bounds by the Vikings. And looks like we'll get a sub here for North Branch. It'll be number 30 checking into the game, and that is Brandon Giese. Meanwhile, Wildcats have it back. It's Beaver. He gives to Cohenhoven. Cohenhoven going to try and get around a few defenders, and he's... Ooh, I don't know. That was close to a travel. It could have gone either way, but they're going to get a foul call here. I think that goes against Thorson. It'll be his first, team's first, and Cohenhoven will shoot 2. First one is up and good. line up for the second. This one, good as well. So 10-4 after the nice start by North Branch. Here come the Wildcats. Now Thorson with it on this near side. He nearly lost it. He'll give here to Giese. Giese will give now to Carnes. Carnes calling out the play. He'll give to Dufek. Dufek looking, turning around. He wanted to go to Knoxville. Nothing doing there. Now still looking, trying to go underneath to Knoxville. Knoxville had the opening, and Johnson got there late, and that draws the foul. And Knoxville will go to line and shoot 2. Let it go on Johnson, his first. Team's first, and Knoxville will shoot 2 now for North Branch. First one comes up short. And looks like Johnson back in for Dufek for North Branch. And Knoxville gets the roll on the second, so it's 10-5. Here comes Betts with the ball. He'll give to Beaver. Beaver looks. He's trying to go underneath to Johnson. Johnson, little jumpers, no good. Knoxville with another rebound here for North Branch. He'll give to Carnes, now to Thorson. Thorson on this near side, guarded by Cohenhoven. Cohenhoven back top of the key, or excuse me, Carnes back at the top of the key. This ball nearly stolen away, and it will be knocked out of bounds by Chisago Lakes. And now checking in for the Wildcats will be number 30, William Pearson. And again, it stays with North Branch. Inbound here for Giese. He'll give to Carnes. Carnes calling it out, trying to get around Beaver. He gives now to Thorson. Thorson trying to drive underneath. Kick back out to nobody, but Johnson is able to get there. That's Tristan Johnson. Now Johnson trying to drive. Blocked there and stolen away by Betts. There they go up the court quickly. And Joe Cohenhoven does the smart play and just lays it in for 2. He could have easily gone for the dunk there, but does the smart play and just lays it in for 2. Now we get a foul, I think, by Pearson. Well, it's going to be the second team foul here on North Branch, or on Chisago Lakes, and that will go on Pearson, his first, team's second, and Ethan Thorson to shoot 2. First one's up and good. We get a sub here for North Branch into the game now is Yang. I'm not going to try and pronounce his first name. I apologize. I just don't want to botch it. This one is up and good. So Thorson 2 for 2 at the free throw line. Makes it 12-7. And did we get another sub? We did. It looks like somebody checked back in for North Branch. Didn't quite see who. Meanwhile, Wildcats, here's Beaver. They give back outside to Betts. Now on this near side, Cohenhoven for 3. Makes it 15-7. And the Vikings bring it back the other way. Dufek trying to drive inside. Is he going to get called for the travel? No, they're going to get a foul here on Chisago Lakes. Could have easily been called a travel, but they're going to get a foul. That will again goes on Pearson, his second, team's third. And a couple guys waiting in the wings here for Chisago Lakes to check in. Meanwhile, this one by Dufek is no good. And Jack Storley and Logan Sensky in for the Wildcats. This one no good by Dufek. Rebounded. And blocked. Didn't quite see who got the block. Cohenhoven works his way up, gives on this near side to Betts. Now back over to Underhill. Underhill will drive inside. He lost it. It's going to be stolen away here by Giese. Giese trying to give, but it's stolen away by Betts. Great read there by Betts, and now Betts going to take it all the way, and he was smacked on the hand by a North Branch defender. they said 4, but they got it on the wrong team. So apparently that's on Yang. Couple in and out here for both squads. Meanwhile, Betts. He makes 1 of 2 there. 16-7. And here's Dufek. Dufek trying to drive, and he looked back outside, now give to Yang. Yang gets around 1, now stop, gives to Carnes. Gives to Thorson. And this ball stolen away by Underhill. Underhill with the steal. Quickly up the court, give to Betts. Betts. There's nothing doing there for him. He gives back outside Storley, now to Underhill. Underhill trying to drive again. He'll put up a floater, no good. Ethan Thorson there with the rebound. And now it's Carnes. And Carnes will try and go underneath to Knospel. He lost it, got it back, give to Dufek. Dufek trying to give underneath, but it's stolen away by Underhill once again. Underhill fake, no, he does give the Betts, and Betts this time drops it in for 2. 18-7. 11 minutes to go in the first half. Yang with trying to get around a couple defenders, but before he does, bit of timeout called here by North Branch, and while they take one, we will as well.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. With locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you'll embrace forever.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Rice Krispie Sheet Treat, just $14.99. Sweet Chaos Drizzled Popcorn are just 2 for $8. Snack Time Frosted Pretzels only $5.99 each. Ghirardelli Milk Chocolate Snowmen are just $7.99. And Shirley Temple 7-Up 12-packs, 2 for $12. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today.
Back here on Cool Country WCMP, 18-7 is our score. Wildcats over the Vikings here in our second game of the doubleheader. The boys now playing. Just under 11 minutes to go in the first half. Inbound will start in the backcourt for North Branch. Dufek gives to Carnes, and Carnes trying to get around Storley. Carnes will shift to the far side. He wanted to go to Thorson. He does go to Thorson, but he's bothered. Now get back underneath to Carnes. Carnes too strong on that one. Underhill will get the rebound, and Underhill, he's just so smooth that, well, just as I say that, he lost it. Then he gives to Betts. Betts will hold it, and now he'll look. He'll give to Logan Sensky, now to Underhill. Back underneath to Cohenhoven. And that was, that looked like a pretty clean block by Knospel, and they're going to get him for a foul on that one. Knospel will pick up his first, team's third. And Cohenhoven will shoot 2. First one's good. 19-7. And checking into the game now will be number 3, Luke Leadholm. He checks in for Underhill and Cohenhoven. Makes it 2 for 2. So now 20-7 is our score. Vikings trailing by 13. Here comes Yang on this near side, trying to get around his defender. It's going to be Betts nearly stealing it away. Yang does manage to get it back. Now trying to get to Thorson, and Yang was bumped by Cohenhoven. No call there, good no call. Carnes, he got away, yeah. I was going to say he got away with another stiff arm, but that time he will not. They'll get him for the foul that time. That would have been the second time he's done that and got away with it, but this time a little too much into him. Tristan Johnson will check in here for Knospel. And Betts will get the inbound. Betts had a big game last time I was here. I forgot who they played. I think it was Rockridge, and man, did he have a big game. He had over 20 points. Meanwhile, good movement of the ball here, lead home. Good job coming down with that one and then dribbling. He jumped and he almost didn't come down with it dribbling, but that time he does. Sensky, good job underneath the basket. That was just really good movement of the ball there by Chisago Lakes. While to many people may have looked at like a little bit of chaos, it was certainly not to them. And meanwhile, back the other way, Andrew Carnes drops in an easy layup. Cohenhoven on the far side gets by Yang. Now drives inside. He puts up a shot. It's going to come up short, and it's rebounded there by Dufek. Vincent Dufek, he hands off to Carnes. Carnes calling out the play. He looks. He tries to go quickly, give to Yang. Yang trying to drive. He gives to Dufek. Dufek, he wanted the long three. Now he'll wait for a few defenders to get by. He gives on this near side to Carnes. Carnes will take a three. It's going to be off the mark and rebounded by Logan Sensky. Sensky will get it. He'll give it to Betts. Now back to Sensky. Give on this near side. Lead home. Lead home will give to Storley for three. No good. Rebounded here by Carnes. Carnes will take it up the court once again. He'll give over to Dufek. Dufek fakes it one way. Now back to the defender. Nearly had it stolen away. He's waiting for Yang. Yang is being bothered, and a lot of contact there. But this is basketball. They're letting him be a little bit more physical. Fake to give to Johnson. Now he'll give underneath, trying to give underneath to Dufek. That's actually going to go out of bounds, and I thought for a moment they were going to say it was going to be North Branch ball still, but not the case. Going Underhill and Colton Beaver back in for Sensky and Betts. And on the other side, Dufek and Yang out. In comes Knospel, and now number 1 in for the Vikings. It will stay with the Vikings, by the way. It's Dalen Baccarat in, and Thorson will hit will attempt a three. It's no good. Rebounded by Luke Leadholm. Leadholm, he'll give to Beaver, and Beaver will take it on this near side. Beaver will glance to the far side. He'll now fake the pass to Leadholm, give on this near side to Underhill. Underhill gives underneath Sensky. Sensky trying to get around his defender in Thorson. He does that time. The shot is going to be called off for a travel. So Carnes will get the inbound now after the travel called there, and Carnes will give off to Tristan Johnson. Johnson, he'll give to Baccarat. Baccarat trying to get around the corner, nothing doing there, and he'll give back to Thorson. Thorson looking at the long three, instead decides to drive, trying to drive and back down Underhill. Underhill draws, well, he's going to get the foul called on him. Thorson driving. This foul going to go against, actually, Alex Johnson will pick up his second. And Ethan Thorson will shoot two. The first one is good. A 22-10. I thought it was going to go against Underhill. They called it on Johnson, and Thorson hits them both. So another 2 for 2 at the free throw line there for Thorson, 22-11. Storley will call the play for the offense. Storley takes a meander onto his far side. Now he'll give to Beaver. Beaver directing traffic, gives underneath to Leadholm. Leadholm, oh, just manages to keep that ball in bounds, and now it's knocked out of his hands. Gets to Beaver. Beaver splits the defenders, and as he does, he draws the foul, and it is not going to count the shot. That is going to go against Carnes, his second. And Dufek will check back in. He'll come in for Carnes. There'll be an inbound here for Beaver. Beaver trying to find someone he does to lead home. That's knocked out of bounds by Dufek, or excuse me, that's Thorson. And Thorson looking to Dufek and saying, hey, man, that's got to be you. You got to get that one. As he had a pretty clear knockout and wanted his teammate to be a little bit more aware that he had it. Inbound here to Beaver, and Underhill has it given back to him. Great feed from Beaver to Underhill, and Underhill got lost underneath. Now Tristan Johnson gets the inbound from Dufek, right back to Dufek on this near side. Dufek brings it up, trying to get around Underhill. I thought he turned on the speed a little bit too late that time. Get back outside now to Baccarat. Baccarat here, top of the key, Tristan Johnson. And he tries to drive inside. There's nothing there for him. Give now to Dufek, now to Thorson. Thorson trying to move around, and he'll put it up, and that's a little too off the mark, and Alex Johnson will get another rebound. Up the court now is Jack Storley. Jack Storley using his speed to his advantage. That's something that Chisago Lakes has a lot of, his speed. Give here by Leadholm outside to Underhill. Now to Beaver, top of the key on this near side. Leadholm. Leadholm gets by one. Drives inside. Shot is up. Little too much on that one, and it's rebounded by Knospel. What a nice move there, though, by Leadholm. Meanwhile, here's Dufek trying to get around his defender. Oh, he does a good job and lays it in for two. That's too easy there for Dufek. Good recognition, 24-13. And Beaver gives up now. Here's Underhill. Underhill will go over to Leadholm. Leadholm underneath to Johnson. Johnson guarded by Knospel. He'll get back out Underhill on this near side. Beaver. Beaver fakes a three. He'll drive. Little floater is good. 26-13 is our score. Under 6.5 to go in the first half. Dufek. He brings it forward. Again, trying to get around Underhill. Give now to Baccarat. Baccarat will look and hand to Tristan Johnson, who wanted to go to Ethan Thorson, and that's where he'll go, but he's guarded well. Now to Dufek. Dufek looking for three, and that is good. Good looking shot there from Dufek. Make it 26-16. Beaver. Looking, goes to Underhill now. Underhill to Leadholm. Leadholm gives on the far side. Jack Storley in and out for three. Rebounded there by Thorson. Thorson on this near side, letting the offense get in front and get set. Gives to Tristan Johnson. Now to Baccarat. He wanted the three. Oh, he got tapped in the face. But no foul call. Baccarat, oh, nice job to get the defender to go around and then off the backboard for two. 26-18. Storley, Underhill. He'll use that speed to drive inside. Blocked by Knospel. Knospel with a big old block that time, and it's going to be last touch by Chisago Lakes out of bounds. Cohenhoven and Betts back into the game for Storley and Leadholm. But what a big block there by Knospel. That gave their side some energy. Good crowd out here tonight on a Monday night. Love to see it. Vincent Dufek brings it up for the Vikings. And, yep, he gets called for the travel. And it was, I think what he's arguing is that he may have been fouled, but I don't think there is much there on that one. Here's the inbound to Betts. Betts will give on the far side to Beaver. Beaver, he'll look right back to Betts, and now they're going to set up the play. Fake the give inside to Cohenhoven. He'll fake. And Beaver to Cohenhoven now. Now to Betts. Betts right underneath to Johnson. Alexander Johnson missed. And it's a rebound for Dufek. Dufek gives here to Baccarat. Baccarat pointing. He'll give to Thorson. Thorson looks for a screen from Knospel. Gets that screen, but not quite as effective as he'd like it to be. But Thorson's still able to drop it in for two. So 26-20 all of a sudden, and here come the Vikings. Meanwhile, this shot is blocked. Knospel, another block, and he and Underhill were, if looks could kill, my goodness. They had a little stare down there. Underhill thought he was fouled. Knospel said, no way, sir. That was a clean block. Inbound on the far side, though, to Johnson as it was knocked out of bounds by the Vikings. And this ball was tipped, but Underhill still manages to get it. He'll give underneath to Johnson. Johnson, that one will fall in for two. He has 8 points, and that'll end the scoring drought here for Chisago Lakes, 28-20. Tristan Johnson will give back to Dufek. Dufek brings it up. He gives to Baccarat. Baccarat, he'll look. He'll hand it to Thorson. Thorson thought about the long three on the screen from Baccarat, but not going to take it there. Now Thorson in some trouble. He gives to Knospel. Knospel, he'll hand off to Baccarat. Or excuse me, that's Thorson. Thorson. Shot. Oh, good. Wow, what a shot there from Thorson. Really had no business making that one, but nice shot there by Thorson. A little floater. Here comes Betts. He's going to turn it on. He'll try and drive inside. He lost it. Give to Betts. Betts for three. It's no good. Alex Johnson with the rebound and two. Alex Johnson has just been in position tonight, and he's done a great job. Now here comes Baccarat with it, and Baccarat to Knospel. Knospel, he'll lower the shoulder, get underneath. He'll drive to the basket. It's no good. He draws the foul, and he'll shoot two. This is going to go against Colton Beaver, his first, team's fifth. And Knospel again to shoot two. First one's good. And Yang, as well as Giese in for Baccarat and Dufek. And Knoxville drops them both in. 2 big free throws there for Knoxville. 30-24 with 3:19 to go in the first half. We'll take a commercial break. Be back after word from our fine sponsors here on WCMP.
Traditions are passed down, and we learn what is important. The value of a dollar, the importance of family, the ability to do a job yourself. Central Boiler designed the Classic Edge with these same values in mind. The Classic Edge Outdoor Wood Furnace from Central Boiler. A perfect combination of value and performance.
Visit NorthlandBoilerSales.com.
And we're back here on Cool Country, 30-24. Wildcats lead the Vikings here in the boys' game of the doubleheader. Wildcat girls beat North Branch pretty handedly, 73-24. The boys looking to do the same, but the Vikings went on a little bit of a run there in the last couple minutes, and have turned this into a ball game once again. Beaver inbounds to Betts, and Betts will give right back to Beaver. On this near side, he'll give back to Betts now, and now they'll try and go underneath to Cohenhoven. Cohenhoven bothered, and now they give it to Underhill. Underhill, shot is up and good. Nice touch by him on that one. It's 32-24. Here comes Yang. Yang on this near side. He'll give to Knospel. Knospel to Thorson. He tried to bully his way inside. It is no good, and Johnson with the rebound, and Thorson doesn't like the call, but that's a pretty clear foul there on Thorson. So Thorson may not have liked the foul call there, but that was a pretty clear one. He trying to get the rebound. He got around the neck of Johnson, and yeah, that's pretty clear. Joe Conoven for 3. Corner is no good, but there's Betts with the rebound, and it's good for 2. Hop, skip, and a jump after the rebound, and he drops it in. It's back to a 10-point lead now for Chisago Lakes. Yang looks, it's stolen away by Underhill. That's it. No, it's missed. And Betts gets the rebound, and he puts it back for 2. Oh, he missed on the slam. Well, and that's why you maybe sometimes go with the smarter play and just the layup, but this miss is going to go long, and Underhill will get the rebound. Cohenhoven inside. He misses short on that layup, and it's going to go out of bounds. Thorson thought it should be their ball, and it's not, and Thorson pretty upset. So he'll catch a breather, and in for him comes Carnes. Dufek also back in for Giese. Betts will inbound to Underhill, and right away to Beaver. To Betts. To Underhill. He'll try and spin back the other way, but runs into a Knospel, and there is Carnes, and really good job by Carnes to set that one up and lull him in there. Carnes will shift to the top of the key, and he'll now give to Dufek. To Yang. Now to Tristan Johnson. And they give here to Carnes, but it's stolen away by Cohenhoven, and his shot is no good, and he draws the foul. And he hit the deck hard to Cohenhoven, but steal, and he draws the foul, and that one is going to go against Tristan Johnson, his first, team's 7th. So now they're in the bonus with the last minute 34 to go, but Cohenhoven will shoot 2 here. Cohenhoven, no good on the first. And the second is, in and out. That was rebounded by Dufek. So now Carnes with it. Carnes is going to be fouled. That'll be their team's 6th and Cohenhoven's 1st. So now Dufek will inbound, and he'll give to Carnes. Carnes looks, trying to go to Knoxville. That ball was nearly lost. Carnes gets it over. He almost has to hurdle the player. And this is blocked and stolen away by Cohenhoven as Carnes tried to go for the 2. Now Cohenhoven trying to get around Carnes. Nice spin move. Give outside. Underhill. He fakes the 3. He'll take it to the basket. It's good. Plus the and 1. Wow. Just good movement of the ball once again. And North Branch had no chance on that one. That one's going to go on Knoxville, his 2nd and team's 8th. Underhill will look for the 3-point play. He won't get it there, and this is going to be rebounded here by Knoxville. So Knoxville, he'll give it to Carnes, and now to Tristan Johnson. Trying to get around Beaver. He'll hand to Yang. Yang put up a shot. It's going to be no good. Well short. Beaver with the rebound. Beaver trying to get things going quickly, but he has to stop on a dime, and now he's in a little bit of trouble. He'll give back to Sensky. 40 seconds to go in the half. Give to Beaver again. Looks to Cohenhoven. Trying to spin his way inside. Give back outside to Betts. Now on this near side, Underhill. I'm not quite sure why they're leaving Underhill open like that. His shot will roll off the basket, and it's rebounded by Knoxville up to Carnes now. Shot clock is off with 25 seconds to go. Carnes is going to be fouled. And we're going to get a foul here. They're going to get Cohenhoven for his 2nd. It'll be team 7th, so now 1-1 for Carnes. And Cohenhoven will catch a breather for the last 24 seconds, and in comes Luke Leadholm. So again, a 1-1 for Carnes. And that one's going to be no good. Rebound here by Beaver. They go quickly up the court, trying to find Betts, and that is well off the mark. So pass that is well long, and it will go back to North Branch on the turnover. 19 seconds now, 18-17. Carnes calling out the play, just trying to still run the offense per usual. Give to Knoxville. Knoxville pauses, waits, and he'll try and bully his way inside. Shot's no good. Did he draw the foul? He did. So he'll shoot 2 with 5 seconds to go. That one's going to go against Leadholm. His first, team's 8th. First one is good. Makes it 38-25. And Knoxville makes them both. So 2 free throws there for Knoxville to make it 38-26. Meanwhile, quickly up the other way, Betts for 3. It's going to be no good, rebounded by Yang. And that will do it for our first half of play. So the Wildcats lead here at halftime, 38-26 over the North Branch Vikings. Well, be sure to stay tuned after word from our fine sponsors. We will come back for our halftime show, which is presented by Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. That after word from our fine sponsors.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Don't worry. Hones can fix you up. Butch, Christie, and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora. Are ICAR and ASC certified and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones. They'll fix you up right.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose auto owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
ECE Fiber Internet, the best choice for you. Affordable packages for home and business with reliable service and no hidden fees. ECE Fiber, connecting you to what matters most. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's ordereceifiber.com.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Hi, Rob. Hey, why have you been so happy lately?
It's because I no longer pay for hot water.
What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone. Or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
Back here on WCMP Cool Country, it is our halftime show brought to you by Holmes Auto Body and Glass in Mora. They have over 44 years of experience getting vehicles back on the road, plus those state-of-the-art facilities over there. Our halftime score sees the Wildcats lead the Vikings 38-26. Taking a look at who leads the way, we'll start with the Vikings. Leading the way for them is Ethan Thorson with 8. Then 7 for Knospel, 5 for Dufek, 4 for Carnes, and 2 for Baccarat. They had 3 steals, 3 blocks, though, from Knospel. Those were big, and then 8 team fouls. On the other side, for the Chisago Lakes Wildcats leading the way was Alex Johnson with 10 points. They just fed him inside, and he just capitalized, really. Then 9 for Cohenhoven, 8 for Underhill, 7 for Betts, then 2 for both Colton Beaver and Logan Sensky. They had 9 team steals, 4 blocks, and 8 team fouls. 9 steals, 4 of them came from Cohenhoven and then 3 from Underhill. Those are the 2 guys that you're always looking for defense and offense. They can turn defense into offense real quick. And then they had 4 blocks. Cohenhoven had 2 of them and 8 team fouls. So, early on, Wildcats controlled the tempo, and then there was a handful of minutes there where North Branch was able to make a little bit of a run and get back within, I think, what was it, 6 points, and it was like, okay, if North Branch looks like they finally have found some success and found something to be able to use going forward, and then all of a sudden, Chisago Lakes went back and got on a run themselves, and then it was back out to a 10-point lead, and now it sits at a 12-point lead at the half. So it's just been an interesting half. Again, kind of a half of a little bit of runs there. Early on, it was all Chisago, and then it was North Branch, and then it was Chisago to end the half. So Wildcats have really done a good job of just controlling the tempo and the pace of this first half, and they did a really good job to just make sure that, well, everything that they did was just on point, and they weren't rushed in anything they did. And again, this team likes to move really quickly, and they like to push the pace as well. And one of the things with the Wildcats is they turn defense and offense real quick. It's not just those 2 that I talked about, but the transition offense is just so key for this team. And there's a lot. Sometimes we hear talks about sets. Often, teams can run through sets, and some teams can, some teams can't. Chisago Lakes team is kind of able to do it both ways, and that's what's something that is really impressive. The Vikings haven't necessarily had – they've got a couple of turnovers, but they haven't turned them into points here tonight, and that was the biggest thing. So I think when you're looking at North Branch here, I think defense will be a key here in this second half. They played pretty strong. They're just making sure they continue to play strong and continuing to play their game, but they're going to have to speed things up, I think, just a little bit offensively because they're getting into these sets, and Chisago Lakes is just not being fooled. There's nothing that right now the Vikings can seem to do to get around this Wildcat defense. So if I'm North Branch, I'm looking maybe to just a step or two speed up their offensive pace a little bit. It doesn't have to be a whole 10 steps. Just 1 or 2 steps quicker, I think they need to be offensively to start to get that offense rolling a little bit better. Now, they did a good job of working through some sets there in the first half, and that's how a lot of those points came in that run that they went on. But I think they're going to need to speed it up because the speed of the Wildcats right now is just unmatched. And, well, you're going to go through this second half, and, well, that Wildcat speed is just going to continue to wear on you, and sooner than later, they're going to pull away, and there's going to be no chance for you. So I think they need to step up just a smidge. And again, fouls, while they weren't necessarily a huge problem, still had 8 for each side, so a total of 16. Neither side really had anyone in foul trouble, but if they continue to play the way they are, we could see some foul trouble here in the second half. I don't expect it to be. I thought it was a pretty fairly called first half. I thought it was neither called tight nor loose. I thought it was called, quite honestly, pretty dang well. So I'm really interested to see what the second half holds. Obviously, the Wildcats hold that 12-point advantage going into the second half, but we've seen that run there by North Branch, and they held Chisago Lake scoreless for what? I think it was 8 points, something like that. And if North Branch can do that again, that'll give them a really big chance of kind of erasing the deficit and being able to complete the comeback. And I think if you're North Branch, you complete the comeback, you even just tie the game, not even take the lead, that goes a long ways in you taking the lead and then starting to lead the game yourself for a few minutes. So they're going to have to continue to just, again, play fast, I think, a little bit, but then get back defensively and understand that if they don't, they're going to be out of position. We've seen that a couple times already defensively, that they got out of position just because of the speed of this Wildcats offense. And if you're the Wildcats, hey, you keep up the pressure and turn up the heat a little bit with that team speed. And you may even turn up the heat a little bit with the pace because you realize, hey, it's kind of like putting a team on the ropes. You're getting them on the ropes. They're not quite there yet, but if you're able to get them to the ropes, you might be able to deliver that knockout blow. Well, I tell you what, that's going to do it for our halftime show brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. They are ICAR and ASE certified and have been recommended, well, not have been, they are recommended by insurance companies. So if you've had an accident, let Hones Auto Body and Glass fix you up. When we return, it'll be time for the second half of action here on Cool Country WCMP.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Pepsi 12 packs are 2 for $16. Firewood bundles get 3 for $26. Mix and match breakfast and lunch sandwiches are just 2 for $6. And don't forget, Food Network's Guy Fieri's Flavortown menu line, burritos, sandwiches, and churros. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall. ECE Fiber is built by your community for your community. Work, play, and stay connected to what matters most. We offer affordable home and business packages with no hidden fees and 24/7 support. ECE Fiber, easy to use, simple to set up. That's a cooperative difference. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com today.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
Are you looking for the perfect way to promote your business? Custom apparel's the answer, and tdealers.com makes it easy. Let's build your brand together. From the design stage to production, we are on your team to create gear that gets noticed. Whether you're building a brand or repping your business, we got your back. High quality merch, fast turnaround, and no stress. So go to tdealers.com and check out our winter sweatshirt special.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things. Like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Looks like we are ready to go for the second half of action. They did a little bit of Hall of Fame induction ceremony here at halftime, as well as recognizing Kayla Larson for her accomplishments. She won an award. I couldn't quite hear what it was, so I apologize. But plenty of accolades there for her. She definitely deserves it. Meanwhile, second half will begin. Wildcats will be going left to right on your radio dial. Vikings right to left. It will be the Wildcats who start with the ball in half number 2. Betts will get the inbound in, and he'll get doubled, then give to Underhill. Underhill going to try and drive baseline, pass to Cohenhoven. Cohenhoven through some contact. Shot's no good. Rebound here for Beaver. Beaver gives on the far side to Underhill, and they're going to get a push here on Knoxville, I think. Yeah. So that'll be on Knoxville, his third. And the team's first of the second half. Meanwhile, Betts will inbound. He'll go to Underhill. Underhill looks top the key to Johnson now. Johnson will go to Betts. Betts underneath to Cohenhoven. Cohenhoven, reverse layup is good for 2. 40-26. Carnes will bring it forward now for North Branch. He'll look and, wanted to go to defect. He didn't even see it coming. Then gives to, it's a stolen by Underhill. And Beaver will drop it in for 2. So Underhill gets the steal. And Carnes good coverage, so he had to give it back to Beaver, and that's who he gave it for the 2. Now Carnes with it on the pass from Dufek. Give now over to Knoxville. And then underneath to Thorson, and you hear a emphatic pass the ball call from the North Branch bench. Not sure who said it, but they really wanted him to pass the ball there, I guess. But they did drop it in with Ethan Thorson for 2. Meanwhile, now offensively, Chisago Lakes has it back. They're doing a good ball moving the ball around. Doing a good job moving the ball around is how you would say it. Now, Tristan Johnson will get a steal here for North Branch. It's stolen right back by Colton Betts. He'll try and put up a shot. It's no good. And Alex Johnson will lay it in off the rebound It's 42-28. Here's Carnes. Carnes will look underneath to Tristan Johnson. Give it back out to Dufek. Dufek, 3 on the step back. So 42-31. Underneath to Cohenhoven. Cohenhoven trying to drive. Stops. Turnaround jumper. Good. Woo! He makes it look easy sometimes, and it's not fair. I'll say that much. Carnes. He'll give to Knospel. Knospel trying to get somebody open. He finds Tristan Johnson. Now going underneath to Dufek. Good job with that hand to pull that one in, and then he's fouled by, they're going to say Underhill. Underhill doesn't quite agree. That was, I will say this, that was close. So Underhill picks up his first, team's first. Dufek, first one, no good. And that one is good. So Dufek, 1 of 2 there, 44-32. 46-32. But I definitely missed that. Meanwhile, now give to Betts, and Betts is short on the 3. Rebounded this time by Knospel. And Knospel will give to Carnes. Now Carnes gives to Knospel. Wanted to go back to Dufek, wanted to go underneath, but there's just nothing there. Thorson will fake the 3, give back to Carnes on the far side. Now Dufek in the corner. He's going to put up a 3 over the defender, and he gets it to fall. Ooh, good looking 3 there. 46-35. Give to Johnson, and Alex Johnson, another 2. He has 14 on the night. 48-35. Here's Carnes. He gives to Thorson. It was blocked by Cohenhoven and knocked out of bounds by, they're going to say Thorson touched it last, so it will go back to the Wildcats. Another block there for Cohenhoven, and Thorson will get a breather. It looks like it is Giese in for him. And now Betts has it. He has it on the far side. He'll drift to the center of the court and then give to Johnson. Johnson to Underhill. Underhill looking, and Betts came open late, but he gets it to the basket. It rings around a few times, and Underhill drops it in for 2. Makes it 50-35. Now Carnes almost, oh man, Beaver had a steal in the waiting, but just couldn't get his hand on it. Now Tristan Johnson underneath, and Tristan Johnson will drop it in for 2. His first points on the evening, makes it 50-37. Betts will give to Beaver now, and Beaver going to call it to play. He fakes the pass, and now he'll drive. Wide open lane. Little floater's good for 2. 52-37. My, oh my, what a start to this second half. The scoring has just been wide open. And a double dribble here on Giese, and that will give the ball back to Chisago Lakes. Betts has it. He gets it past the timeline. He wants to go to Johnson, but there's a defender right in the way, so he goes to Beaver instead. Now Beaver will go on back to Johnson, and Johnson again for 2. What a night for Johnson. Alexander Johnson for Chisago Lakes is having quite a night. 16 points. They are feeding him. Carnes trying to just find a way to get anybody open, but there's just nothing doing. But Dufek finally comes open late. He drops it in for 2 plus the and 1. Basket is good. Foul will go on, they're going to say Cohenhoven. Should be his 3rd. And Dufek can't quite make it a 3-point play, but he gets 2, and Alexander Johnson with another rebound. Meanwhile, this is stolen away by Carnes. He'll give on this near side now to Yang. And Yang will give to Knospel. Knoxville, hard pass to defect underneath. It was blocked by Underhill. Stolen away, I'm not sure by who, but Conovan will take it the distance and drop it in for two. 56-39. Carnes trying to get around Beaver. Beaver not allowing an inch of space. Give over to Knoxville. Knoxville will now drive. Getting into two teams, or a double team. And he draws the foul. Draws the foul against Beaver, his second, and Knoxville will shoot two. And Knoxville first one, no good. And that one is good. So 1 of 2 there for Knoxville, 56-40. And here comes Betts up with the court with it. He'll give it to Beaver, and Beaver looking. He lost it from behind, but it winds up as a pass to Johnson anyways. I mean, he got it poked out from behind, but Johnson was just in the perfect spot. It works as a pass, and he drops it in for two. Carnes looking. He'll go to, well, he tried to go to Giese. It went through his hands, and it will go out of bounds, and the ball goes back to Chisago Lakes, and all of a sudden it's starting to pile on now for the Vikings. Mistakes and just being out of place and not being in the right spot defensively. It's just piling up now for North Branch, and Chisago Lakes is just smelling kind of blood in the water. Underhill inside to Johnson again. Johnson, a little floater. This time he won't get it. Cohenhoven with the rebound, and he's fouled. This foul going to go against Dufek, his first. Team's second of the second half, and Cohenhoven to shoot two. First one, no. Well, it looked like it was going to get the friendly roll, but it did not. Meanwhile, Thorson and Tristan Johnson check in for Knoxville and Carnes on the Viking side of things. And Cohenhoven good on that one. So 1 of 2 there, 59-40. Yang will call out the play, and he'll look over to Giese. Now he drifts back to the elbow on that far side. He'll give to Dufek, who is left all alone, but he's going to miss on that three, and it's rebounded by Cohenhoven. Cohenhoven, and we're going to get a foul. And that, who was that on? Was that Yang or Thorson? That is on Yang. Should be his second. And 3 in, 3 out for Chisago Lakes. The 3 in will be Storley, Leadholm, and Pearson. Storley looked inside to Pearson, now goes to Betts instead. They'll give back to Storley. There's just nothing materializing here. Now give to Leadholm. Leadholm underneath to Underhill. Underhill, great grab on the pass, and he drops it in for two. 61-40 now. And Yang getting through some traffic. Shot is up and good. Yang with a nice drive that time. Drops it in for two, 61-42. Underneath to Leadholm, wide open Underhill, but he gives back to Storley. On the far side, they'll go to Betts. Betts, nice drive inside. Good stop, too. Makes it 63-42. Yang. He'll give to Thorson now. Thorson has to give this one off to Dufek. Back to Thorson. Thorson lost it to Underhill. Underhill with the steal to Leadholm, and Leadholm drops it in for two. He got about perpendicular with the backboard and then was able to drop it in. And now Yang with the quick drive, and he takes it all the way, but he's fouled. So he'll go to the line and shoot two. This one will be called on Leadholm, his second. And Yang will shoot 2. 10.5 to go here in the game. Wildcats lead 65-42. First one by Yang is going to be no good. And, oh my God. Looks like for now, 2 in, 2 out for North Branch. Knospel and Baccarat into the game for North Branch. And Yang, no good. Thorson was able to get the rebound, and I think he got fouled. And now he'll shoot 2. So they're going to get this one on Pearson, his 3rd. So Thorson to shoot 2. First one's good. 65-43. Carnes will check into the game for Yang. And Thorson. Second one is good as well. So Thorson again hits both from the free throw line, 65-44. And Storley. He gets it past the timeline fairly quickly. Now he'll give to Leadholm. Leadholm wanted the 3. Instead, he'll drive inside. Trying to find Pearson. That ball's up for grabs, and it's going to be Carnes who winds up with it. Now give to Thorson. 3 is good. I thought his toe was on the line, but I don't know. That was close, man. So 65-47 at the 3 from Thorson. Pearson inside, and he drops it for 2. That was too easy. He was just left all alone underneath the basket, and can't do that if you're North Branch. Baccarat will get the pass from Carnes, and he'll take it back now outside the perimeter. Now go to Tristan Johnson, trying to go underneath to Ethan Thorson. This will be a tie-up. Jump ball, possession arrow stays with North Branch. Beaver, Sensky, Alex Johnson, and Conehoven in for Chisago Lakes. Out is Underhill, Pearson, Storley, and Leadholm. So 4 in and 4 out for the green and gold. And now to inbound is Carnes. Tried to get it. Thorson was poked up by Conehoven. He's able to get it back, and now underneath is Knospel, and Knospel hits it for 2. 67-49. And the Wildcats will try and set it up. Now give near side here to Beaver, back to Betts. Trying to go underneath, trying to find something, but there's nothing. Conehoven will take the shot over the defender. It is no good. It's going to wind up in the hands of Betts for the rebound. Now on the far side, Conehoven for 3 again. This one's no good, and it almost. Alex Johnson nearly had the rebound, couldn't quite corral it. As he did, it touched the baseline, and that will be a turnover. And here come the Vikings offense. There's really been no pressure, full or half court, from Chisago Lakes. So the Vikings have been bringing it up easily, but Chisago Lakes has just been in great position all night defensively, so they haven't really needed to. Obviously with this lead, 67-49. Don't need to change too much. Carnes give to Tristan Johnson. And Baccarat back out to Thorson. Thorson will take the 3. It is good again. They're going to say 2, I guess. 67-51. Interesting. So that was called a 2, but his last one was called a 3. That looked like more of a 3 than his last one. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Meanwhile, Alex Johnson, another 2. He is continuing his fine night. But again, give credit to his teammates who have just been feeding him all night as well. Now, Tristan Johnson decided to drive, but as he did, he was fouled. That'll go against Colton Beaver, his 3rd. And it looks like Tristan Johnson will shoot 2. So Tristan Johnson, his first one is good. 69-52. And Johnson's second one is good as well. And with that, And get a timeout called here by the Vikings, so while they take one, we will as well.
Stop relying on unstable energy prices and switch to self-sufficiency with the Classic Edge HDX outdoor wood furnace from Central Boiler. Heat your home, outbuildings, and provide endless hot water, all while utilizing your backyard source for renewable energy. The Classic Edge uses up to 60% less wood, which means less waste and less work. Be more comfortable for less money with the Classic Edge HDX.
Northland Boiler Sales. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Cool Country WCMP game day coming out here at Chisago Lakes High School for this doubleheader between Chisago Lakes and North Branch. Chisago Lakes won the first game for the girls, 73-24, excuse me. And so far, so good here for the boys. They lead currently 69-53 now after the made three throws by Tristan Johnson with 8 minutes to go in the game. Cohenhoven driving, deep pass, and nice spin move inside, but just couldn't complete the play. And it's going to be rebounded here by Baccarat. And Baccarat will give to Carnes. He'll give back to Baccarat. Now trying to go into the near side corner. There's nothing there. Give on the far side now to Carnes. He's set up, but he's covered well by Beaver. And he'll give now to the top of the key. They're going to find Thorson. He's going to take the long three, and that is good. Well, Thorson's starting to feel it. 69-56. And Betts to Sensky. Now over here to Beaver, underneath to Sensky, almost poked away by Carnes, and it is going to be stolen away now by Carnes. Well, just good awareness there by Carnes. Sensky got a little too loose with that ball. And now Thorson will give to Baccarat to Carnes. On the far side, good coverage by Beaver, inside to Knoxville, trying to bully his way inside. He's fouled, and he'll shoot two. This is going to go against Sensky, his first. And Knoxville gets the friendly roll. Makes it 69-57. Betts and Sensky out. In is Leadholm and Underhill. And that one rattles out, so Knoxville is 1 of 2 there. Meanwhile, this ball is going to be knocked out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Chisago Lakes. And it will stay with the Vikings. So 69-57 is our score. The inbound trying to get to Knoxville. Cohenhoven able to steal it away. He's getting it into Underhill. And a 2 there for Leadholm. 71-57. Vikings come back the other way. Trying to go quick. Carnes give over to Baccarat. Now it's Knoxville trying to drive again. They're going to get a foul again on Chisago Lakes, and Knoxville will shoot another 2. That one's going to go against Colton Beaver, his 4th. Betts will check back into the game. No, not yet. So look, they will get Knoxville a free throw, and then I assume the substitution, and that one's no good for Knoxville. Shakes his head, not too pleased that one didn't fall in. Knoxville, that one's no good as well. And it was rebounded there by Dufek. Now a 3 going to come up short, and a rebound there for Betts. Going up to Cohenhoven. They got numbers the other way underneath. Alex Johnson again for 2. Oh my goodness, his phenomenal evening continues. He's got 12 in the second half, 22 total. And now Baccarat showing off the ball handling. He'll fake one way, then give to Thorson. Thorson on the elbow. Oh, he was going to go to Carnes, and luckily he held on to that because that was a turnover waiting to happen. Baccarat fakes a 3. He'll try and drive. He lost it, but we've got a foul. It'll be a 1-1 for Baccarat. And they're going to, I think they got lead home on his third. And Baccarat will shoot a 1-1. 19 fouls now for Chisago Lakes, 6:02 to go. Wildcats lead 73-57. Baccarat, no good on that one, and it's an easy rebound for Underhill. Now to Cohenhoven, now to Betts. Betts, strong drive inside, give back outside. Cohenhoven for three, that's going to be no good. But, oh my goodness, what a rebound there by Leadholm, and then he misses, and it's Knospel who will pick up the rebound for North Branch. And what an opportunity missed there for Chisago Lakes, and now it looks like Carnes may have gotten away with a big-time foul. There, a three from Thorson is no good. Rebounded here by Chisago Lakes. I think he got Cohenhoven in the mouth. Not quite sure, but Cohenhoven, he fell hard. Now he'll drive to the basket, pass back outside, stolen away by Baccarat. He was bumped. Could have been another possible foul call, but they're being physical out there. Dufek, he won't take the three. Instead, he'll drive, give underneath to Knospel. No-look little pass there. It works. 73-59. And now Leadholm to Johnson. Oh, he lost it. Rare mistake there from him, and Carnes will get the steal. Carnes, meanwhile, has 6 steals on the night. Here's Baccarat. Baccarat will give to Thorson. Three. But this will be a defensive foul no matter what. But is it going to be a three? No, there's a discussion because the defender definitely forced the offensive player to fall. But the question is the three going to count, or are we going to see one and, or well, I guess it'd be three at that. Well, no, it'd be a 1-1. So it will be a three for Thorson, plus the foul there on Cohenhoven. And then that is 10 fouls, so whoever got fouled is going to shoot 2 as well? Is that? I'm not quite sure. There's still some discussion. One referee talking to Coach Tahar of Chisago Lakes. He's just voicing his displeasure and what he thinks. Telling him what he thinks about it. Referees let him say what he thinks, and now talking with the North Branch ref, or North Branch coach, and now so it will be Dufek, and he will shoot 2 here. So Thorson hit the 3. Dufek, who was fouled, will shoot 2, and he makes the first. Well, that changes the look of this game right now, because now it's a 10-point difference, and we've still got 4:47 to go. That's a big, big foul. So this is, wow. Dufek will hit both, and all of a sudden, this is a much different looking game, 73-64. Now only a 9-point difference here between the teams with 4:47 to go. Timeout called here, and it will be, I think, a 30, so, well, it'll be a minute. So we'll keep it here. Be a good chance to remind you about our Pine Insurance Player of the Week honor that we do on both stations. So, yes, there are 2 different Players of the Week that get that honor, one for WCMP and one for KBEK. Pine Insurance Player of the Week is brought to you by, of course, Pine Insurance in Pine City. They've got many different locations, including Aiken, Ham Lake, Moose Lake, and McGregor. Visit pineagency.us and learn how you can start saving. So, one player for each station will receive the Coveted Player of the Week t-shirt for a job well done. And what we do is we pick a player in each coverage area, and we name them the Player of the Week. Now, if you have a player that you want to nominate, and you're like, hey, this player deserves, or this athlete deserves to be nominated or be named a Player of the Week. If you have one, I strongly encourage you to email me at wcmpsports@gmail.com. That way I know who should be nominated and who should have a chance at getting that honor, because, well, I can't get out to every game, ladies and gentlemen. I know I'm everywhere, but I can't get out to every single game. So if you want to help me out by sending me an email, let me know, hey, this athlete should get a nod or this athlete should get a chance. Please do. Please do. It would help me out tremendously. Meanwhile, nearly a steal here by Carnes. And able to get it back, though, is Jack Storley. Meanwhile, he weaves his way through defense. Underhill trying to go for the slam again. He misses, and Knospel will get the rebound. Big momentum change here for North Branch. Going to get an illegal screen on Knospel. That's going to hurt North Branch because that's his fourth. Yeah, that's his fourth. Yeah, just not sure if he's playing out of position or what, but that's a foul you don't want to have in that spot if you're both Knospel and North Branch, because one, it kind of dampens your momentum, but also he picks up his fourth. Now that's Cohenhoven inside. He missed, rebounded by Alexander Johnson, and then on the far side it's Thorson who picks it up after Johnson missed his shot. Now Thorson gets the ball back, looking for a screen. There's nothing there. He goes to Knospel, and that ball is almost thrown away. It was knocked out of bounds by Johnson. Looking for Knospel, but Johnson must have just got a hand on it there that I didn't see, and Vikings will hold on to it. Inbound here goes to Carnes, and Carnes will try and create some space between him and Storley, trying to go to Thorson, but that was knocked away, and now that ball stolen away here by Alexander Johnson, his first steal of the evening. Cohenhoven has a Hedris to this near side. Now back to the middle, give to Johnson, now to Underhill. Underhill looking. There's a lot of traffic in the middle there. No one was able to get open. He moves to the near side to Storley. Storley, he'll slow things down, and he'll give to Cohenhoven. Now fake the give back to him. Now Cohenhoven underneath to Alexander Johnson for another two. Johnson is just having a night to remember. My goodness, 24 points for him already. Ethan Thorson for three. Ooh, that is good. He is feeling it from long range. 75-67. Betts with it. Now going over there to Storley. It's a 8-point game at this time, and Tristan Johnson will get another steal here for North Branch. He gives to Thorson. Thorson wanted the three. Instead, he'll drive inside. He lost it, and that will be lost out of bounds by himself, and it will go back to Chisago Lakes. Yang will check in for North Branch, and Beaver will check in for Storley. It'll be a great finish. 2:43 to go. It's an 8-point difference. 75-67. Wildcats still lead on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Here comes Cohenhoven. He brings it up the court. I'm surprised they haven't slowed things down just a little bit. Here they will. Looks like Betts will take his time. Give over to Beaver. Beaver trying to drive. And now he'll pass back outside to Cohenhoven. Good smart move there by Beaver. They could have scored, but he pushed it back outside. This is up no good by Johnson, and it's rebounded by Dufek. So now Dufek has the rebound. Directing traffic out there is Carnes. He's trying to drift in this near side court to create some opportunities, and it's going to be out of bounds, knocked out by Beaver, and Beaver's just saying, hey, he said it was all out of bounds off him, and I think he was just saying, hey, I'm going to try it. Inbound now goes to Carnes. Carnes bothered by Beaver once again. He'll give over to Knospel. He'll fake the handoff one way, fake the other handoff to Yang. Now he'll try and back his way in. He'll put up a floater, and it's good for two. Oh, a good-looking shot there from Knospel. 75-69, 6-point difference. Beaver will inbound to Betts. Here we go, under 2 minutes to go. And obviously they will slow things down as much as they can. Betts will give it on this near side here to Beaver. Now to Underhill. Cohenhoven underneath. Oh, and he missed it! But Cohenhoven able to get his own rebound, and again he missed it! Rebounded by Knospel. Oh my goodness. Thorson for three. It's good! And oh my goodness, 75-72. Here we go, and a timeout called by Chisago Lakes, and what a turnaround in this second half. North Branch is within 3 of that lead. Whoa, what a momentum swing here in this game. It has been Thorson with the threes, then the defense coming up big, and a couple of fouls have gone their way. This is a big-time swing here for the Vikings, and we're down under 2 minutes to go Timeout called here by Chisago Lakes. Whoa. What a swing of momentum. 75-72, and the Wildcats at one point in this half, we were talking about them smelling blood in the water with North Branch, and, well, they just couldn't put them away, and all of a sudden here comes North Branch fighting their way back, and now it's a 3-point difference. I always like timeouts, especially when in this part of a game that's like this, because you've got one team who's getting momentum to come back. You got the other team who's reeling a little bit, and it's like, okay, how do we stop this? I like to see what they do coming out of the timeout, because I think that goes a long ways in what could come for either side. Now, again, this could work against both teams. This could work against Chisago Lakes in the fact that it allows Vikings to get some rest. It allows them to stay rested and calm, and it allows them to keep their heads in it. Or it could work against the Vikings in the case that stops all momentum, and Wildcats, all they have to do is drain the rest of the clock, and then, well, they win this game. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out here right after the timeout. So far, the Wildcats, obviously, I would assume, want to drain the clock some, and we get an interesting foul call here. I don't know where it came. They're going to get Thorson with his third. I don't know. Maybe he got the elbow or something. I don't know. Obviously, I can't see everything, so it's I'm not always right. I think that's quite obvious, I think. 75-72. 1:13 to go, 23 seconds on the shot clock. Beaver will try and inbound. Just finding nothing. Oh, my goodness. Conehoven tried to get it, and he lost it. And then Underhill. They're going to get Yang for a foul. I don't know if that was quite a foul yet. I don't know that was a foul yet. Now, Yang, he dove after the ball, and he wound up diving more or less towards the feet of Underhill, and Underhill went over him. I don't know. That's a close one. Again, and I'm obviously not a basketball rules analyst, so I don't know enough in that sense to have a say. So under 10 seconds to shoot now, and they're really draining this clock, and this is exactly what they need. And if they can get a shot to fall, that will go a long ways. Underhill is going to do such. That will be big. 77-72. Here come the Vikings back the other way. Carnes, he looks at Thorson. Carnes will give on the far side to Yang. Yang looks at the basket. Now he'll try and drive. And I think if you're the Vikings, you want to give this ball to Thorson. Thorson, he'll go. No, that's Carnes who goes after that rebound. And Underhill will get the rebound. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why they didn't try and find Thorson there. Thorson's been automatic from three as of late. So I'm not quite sure why they didn't try and find Thorson there. That is good. Well, that's on Thorson. So it's going to be a 1-1 here for Underhill, and Underhill could pretty much seal it here. First one, no good. Rebounded by Knospel, so that will help the Vikings. Here's Carnes. Carnes fakes the give to Dufek. He's trying to find somewhere. Now goes Yang. 20 seconds to shoot. Or in the game. Thorson will pull up from three. It's off the mark, and Conehoven with the rebound, and that will pretty much seal this one up for Chisago Lakes. Beaver, and he's fouled on the baseline, so he'll go and shoot a 1-and-1. 7 seconds to go, and the Wildcats may have been able to take just enough time off the clock to be able to hold on to this win. Knospel will foul out in the final 7 seconds. So Baccarat will have to check into the game for Knospel, as again he fouls out with 5. And Beaver at the line to shoot a 1-and-1, but with the time they were able to take off the clock, this, whether he makes one or not, will pretty much be it, as he doesn't. It's Thorson who gets the rebound. He's going to put it up for 3. That's going to be no good, and that is going to do it. So the Wildcats are able to hold on and survive a little bit of a scare here late in this one. The Wildcats get the victory 77-72. Be sure to stay tuned after a word from our fine sponsors for our post-game show brought to you by Pizza Pub in Pine City.
Arrow Building Center in Siren is your leading name throughout the Midwest with trusted brands for your building supplies and services. Arrow Building Center has been providing contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers with quality products and expert service for all projects, big and small, for many decades. No matter the size of your next project, Arrow Building Center is at your service. And don't forget, free, yes, free delivery, always. Stop on by Arrow Building Center in Siren, conveniently located off Highway 70, or visit them online at abc-clc.com.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are many options. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services. Church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, a ceremony in a park, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com, serving our community since 1912.
When Minnesota winter hits hard, you want a heating expert who gets central Minnesota. That's Dale's Heating and Appliance, your hometown pros for furnaces, repairs, and smart upgrades that keep your home warm without burning cash. Locally owned, trusted for decades. Fast, honest service from people who live where you live. Stay warm, Minnesota. Dale's Heating and Appliance, the local heating experts who've got you covered. Visit dalesheatingandappliance.com to set up your consultation today.
Back here on WCMP in the post-game show brought to you by Pizza Pub of Pine City. Taking a look at the stats here. Leading the way for the North Branch Vikings was Ethan Thorson, who came alive in the second half. 29 points, and 21 of them came in the second half. Vincent Dufek had 16. Jacob Knospel with 15. Then he had 4 for Tristan Johnson, 4 for Carnes, 2 for Yang and Baccarat. 10 rebounds for Knospel to lead the way with a double-double. He also had 3 blocks to lead the team. That was their only 3 blocks of the game. They had 10 steals, 7 coming in the second half, 16 total fouls, 8 in each half. On the other side for the Wildcats, leading the way was Alex Johnson with 24 points. Cohenhoven had 16, 14 for Underhill, 9 for Colton Betts, 6 for Colton Beaver. Then he had 4 for Leadholm, 2 for Sensky and Will Pearson. 7 rebounds for Alex Johnson to lead the team. Then he had 14 steals for Chisago Lakes. Only 5 in the second half, though. They had 6 blocks, 2 in the second half, and 18 team fouls, 10 here in the second half. But what a late run here in the late stages of this second half by North Branch. They got a couple of things to go their way, a couple of foul calls. They also got some big-time threes from Ethan Thorson, and they were able to swing momentum, and at one point it was a 3-point difference, and it was like, okay, what is this timeout going to bring? And what the timeout brought was 2 points in the last 2 minutes. And Chisago Lakes did a really good job of draining the final 2 minutes off the clock. And the unfortunate part there for North Branch, they had a couple opportunities at the free throw line. They were not able to do anything at the free throw line. They had 2 opportunities. You score 2, that makes it 76-75, and all of a sudden now you have the lead and you're forcing Chisago Lakes to take a timeout. But really good job rebounding there by the Wildcats late, draining the clock, doing what they needed to do to get the win here, and hitting a couple of free throws. They didn't hit a ton, but they hit a couple here in the late stages of this one to do what, again, just do what they needed to do to get the win, and they hold on for a 77-72 victory and sweep the regular season series between them and North Branch. But what a game it was here in this second half. Both offenses got going. I mean, this North Branch offense, man, 46 points in the second half. 46 points. 39 for the Chisago Lakes Wildcats. So it was a really fun half to be a part of. Really good game just in general. North Branch really got going here late in this second half, and then it was all them. And again, Chisago Lakes did all they could just to hold on, and they did just enough. Again, it was more or less just draining the rest of that clock out just enough to make sure they held on for the victory. And, hey, sometimes that's all you need to do. And when you got a team that's charging back hot like North Branch was, sometimes all you can do is just drain some clock in order to figure out the last couple of seconds to get the victory, and that's what they did here tonight. So what a fun night. Chisago Lakes will sweep this doubleheader. Both their boys and girls teams won here tonight over North Branch. It was a ton of fun here tonight on a Monday night, and now we have to go home and do it all again tomorrow. I'll be back out tomorrow, but I just want to take this time to thank all of our fine sponsors who sponsor this and every broadcast we cover. We greatly appreciate you. And, of course, we wouldn't be able to bring you this game for free if it weren't for them. Also want to give a shout-out to you, our loyal listener, for tuning in here tonight. Again, you keep my job secure, so please keep tuning in. I appreciate you more than you know. I bet you're wondering how you can keep up to date with local sports. Well, one good way is this YouTube channel. Be sure to like and subscribe. That way, anytime we go live, you'll get the notification. You'll just click on the notification. Will take you right to the live video or audio. Also, our website at WCMPradio.com. Go to Sports tab, click on Broadcast Schedule. It will show you all the games we have coming up for that week. Then, also, you can stay tuned on our website as well for players and coaches interviews on there, as well as articles from games that we've been at. Another way to stay tuned is our morning show right here on 100.9 FM with Josh Ramirez on at 7:45 and 8:45. We'll talk all things local sports. Another good way is our social media at our Facebook at WCMP Radio and our Instagram, and then our Twitter or X at Q Media Sports for all things local sports. Remember to be kind to everyone. You never know what someone is going through, and your kindness could truly make someone's day. And again, as a Christian man myself, I am called upon by God to love everybody, love thine enemy, and love thy neighbor. And we need to, everyone, not just Christians, everyone needs to do that more in this world. We see what the world is coming to. We need more love in this world and more understanding. We got to be quick to we need to be. I forgot the saying now. It's in the Bible, too, and I apologize. But more or less, we need to respond instead of react. And I feel like there's so much reaction in today's world. We need more responding in today's world. So let's try and do better. Let's try and do better. Challenge you to that for this new year. Again, the Wildcats beat the Vikings here in the boys' game of the doubleheader, 77-72. For Ethan Game Day, for myself, no. For WCMP, I am Ethan Game Day Gilman. Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your night.
Hey, Mark, I spent about $3,500 on heating this last winter.
Whoa, sounds like you need to switch to a central boiler outdoor wood furnace like I did.
A wood furnace? That sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really. I have my wood delivered, and with a large firebox and a central boiler outdoor furnace, I usually just fill it once a day.
Whoa, that sounds great.
I heat my domestic water, garage, and I'm saving a ton of money every year.
Well, where do I get one?
Northland Boiler Sales is your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
That concludes our broadcast from WCMP Sports, a Q Media Group radio station, and brought to you in part by local advertisers. For high school sports schedules, scores, and interviews, visit WCMPradio.com. Catch more local live action all season long, right here on this local radio station. Also available via the WCMP mobile app, available for free download in the App Store, and multiple Q Media Group YouTube streams. Thank you for joining us. Now back to regularly scheduled programming. WCMP is 100.9 FM, 106.5 FM, and 1350 AM. Licensed out of Pine City.